Hello and welcome back to Sars Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody is tuning in nice and early. Big ups to everybody is watching on replay. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. We are back again for another episode of the Koora Pod, episode 58. Listen, man, there's a lot to discuss. Do you know what I mean? Extra comfortable settings, recliner settings is on right now. Do you know what I mean? Comfy settings is on. Massage chair settings is on. Listen, we're gonna talk about it. There's a lot to talk about. We're gonna try and keep this PG because obviously big up Cali and he's got his daughter watching with him. Big up to Cali in the building. And this fraud here, Mr. Ali A, absolute fraud, asking where Souls is. Listen, I'll be real with you guys. I don't know where Souls is. Do you know what I mean? He's not answering my text. Inshallah, hopefully everything's good. But listen, man, we're here. Do you know what I mean? Arsenal moving mad. Do you know what I mean? Bayern slapped up, left to the side. Go sit over there and just recalibrate your situation, bro. Recalibrate the computer right now, bro. You need to do a factory reset. Do you know what I mean? Go back to the last update. We're also going to speak about the injuries. We're going to be looking at the weekend, yeah, and we're going to be speaking about Chelsea away. Obviously, Arsenal travel to Stamford Bridge, going to that shithole to play. I should have kept it PG. Apologies, but
straight away, bro.
Yeah, apologies.
5 minutes.
I've got. Do you know what I mean? I've got a potty mouth. Callie's daughter, don't ever say that word. It's really bad. But listen, we're going to Stamford Bridge, so we're going to see what going over there. But I am joined by my brothers in arms. Man like T, and the T stands for Turkish. Man like Sammy in the building, and Ash. How you man doing, bro?
We're doing good. Why is your lighting looking like you didn't pay your electricity bill this week?
Nah, listen, man. At the moment, for the time being, bro, I'm back at my mum's, man. Do you know what I mean? Because I've got to stay here.
Big up, Mumsy.
For some personal stuff. I've got to stay back at mum's house. But listen, it's good to be back. Do you know what I mean? A couple home cooked meals. Do you know what I mean? Mumsy's chilling with me, bro. Big up to Mumsy, man. Big up to Mumsy. But listen, man, I'm not at my usual setting, so my lighting might be a bit mad. But chat to me, lads, man.
To be honest, this background looks a lot better than your usual background with your
with the toilet paper.
Brother, you man still have. So listen. Don't, bro, because the only one that can really talk about.
He's gonna use the same joke as Suleiman. You have mirrors in your closet. At least I have my own room.
Sammy has a decent background. Do you know what I mean? It's looking good, looking fresh. This guy's got one dusty sofa in the background, and this other man over here at the top looks like he's in a garage. So I beg you, man, just allow it.
Don't worry, when you come down to Dubai, I'll let you sleep on that couch. Don't worry. When you have no place to go, I'll let you sleep on the couch. So I'm saving it for you. I'm saving it for you. Don't worry.
I'll be happy to sleep on that couch. I would take that. Do you know what I mean? But anyway,
it's probably one of those couches that you can open and make a bed. You know what I'm saying?
It is. You're right.
It looks like one that has a bed
in every room in Turkey, in my house there, we also have those kinds of sofas where you can turn them into a bed and go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, lads, let's forget about beds. Let's forget about sofas. Let's forget about big foreheads because we don't need to speak about that. What we need to speak about is Arsenal Football Club slapping up as Ash likes to say, slap them up. Do you know what I mean? And listen, man. Listen. Don't worry, Giovanni, bro. We're on to you, broski. Yo, I've missed these streams for time, not because I'm avoiding y'all, because my team bottled it. Just busy. Listen, man. Big up to you, Giovanni. You know what I mean? Because you are still objective. You are still able to look at stuff without your Liverpool hat.
Yeah, one of the few Liverpool fans that actually has a good head on him.
You know? I have respect for you. Do you know what I mean? I have respect for you. I'm not going to start naming fans, but Aaron, yeah, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Ali is the opposite of Giovanni and Aaron.
Yeah.
FK is on like a half, maybe.
Yeah, FK is good. FK is decent too.
Nah, FK is on a half.
FK is decent. She likes Saka. She likes Saka. She doesn't like when people cuss Saka. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them.
Nah, big up to her actually, because she doesn't take it too far. But yeah, man. Listen, let's get right to it, man. Let's get right to it. Bayern Munich slapped up. What are we talking about, guys? Like what are we talking about here? Because I'm feeling extra comfortable, and I'm feeling extra shameless. And you know, for me personally, like Tottenham was good, but Tottenham have been shit, or Tottenham have been crap. Apologies. This was the real test for me, yeah? This was the real test for me. And leading up to this game, I was a bit nervous. Because I was like, it's massive. Do you know what I mean? Bayern Munich, we're missing Gabriel. How are we going to be able to handle their attack coming up against our defense? And listen, I'll be real. First half, it was a decent first half. I think it was even. Obviously,
Bro.
the scoreline was even. I think
it wasn't good at all, man. Bro, they had 82% of possession of the ball. What you talking about, man?
Mean nothing. Possession means nothing.
Barring
nothing.
The corner and set piece, bro. We didn't really offer much except the Eze probably.
So this is why you need to relax your gums and not interrupt me, because you come in here with possession.
No, you're saying decent, bro. What is decent for you, man? I mean,
possession means nothing.
Decent. This is why decent is a relative term, bro. What do you mean decent? Second half we annihilated them, but first half.
But hold on.
First half we were decent. Why are you lying? We were decent
for a second. So hold on. You're telling me for a second, in that first half, you're telling me that for a period of that first half, we didn't have them just cornered into their own box while we're just going corner or free kick or corner, and we had them cornered, bro. Literally, there's no pun
bro.
intended.
They had. I'm looking at the numbers now. This is the first half numbers only. The only thing they were better than us at is possession, 62%. That's it. Everything else, we had 0.79 XG to a 0.33. Both of us had 3 shots. Both of us had 1 shot on target. Both of us had 1 big chance created. 1 corner each. So, which is why what Saad's saying about it being decent, it's true. It was decent. Second half was an annihilation, I agree. But
second half was madness.
You know what the perfect analogy
scored the corner. We missed the chance that Eze should have scored.
Yeah.
Those are more than what they could have had. They only had the Leonard Carroll chance. That's it.
You know what the perfect analogy is for the first half? The perfect analogy for the first half is that was like a boxing round. The first round to the second round, where you just feel your opponent basically throw a few jabs, an uppercut, a hook, you know what I'm saying, just to see where they are, just to gauge the distance and all those stuff, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that was just one of those
that's what I believe. That's what I believe too. I think the team was just feeling the water before jumping in. And that's what really happened.
Is, in those rounds, you can still have a few good shots. So you can still hit your opponents, and that's what we did. We did have a few chances. We just didn't finish our dinner, and we fell asleep with that goal as well. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them where just Lewis Skelly just got caught lacking.
Yes, man. And Skelly was bad, bro.
We will speak about that. But the first half was just a feel around, and the second half was just okay, now I know what you're about, and now I'm just gonna go into third, fourth gear and just gonna slap you up. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what happened. It could have been 5-1, could have been 6-1. You know what I'm saying? It was just one of those games where even Mosquera could have scored, but Neuer just with the hand last second header, just slapped it away. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of chances, and it was an amazing game. And before I let you guys go, because obviously everyone wants to do their whole story and their whole monologue, but I just want to say one thing, and that is everything I saw about this game was either excuses or saltiness or anger from the opposite side. You know what I'm saying? All I heard was, they do not have Musiala, they do not have Luis Diaz. They do not have another player. I forgot who the third one was, because they missed another one. I forgot his name. But all I heard was, you beat a weakened Bayern side and they missed their best players, quote unquote, even though they have the likes of Olise and them, you know what I'm saying? And Kane. But when you look at our team, They don't. They don't. Oh yeah, Davies. Yes, thank you. Actually, it was Davies. The third one was Davies.
But we have missing players as well, T.
Exactly.
We have
But
Gabriel,
that was my
Odegaard,
whole point.
Gyokeres.
They are glossing over the fact that we are missing also like 5 players, maybe even 6 players. You know what I'm saying? The likes of Gabriel, Gyokeres, which is our best defender, our best attacker, our best striker, better to say. You know what I'm saying? And we are also missing players, but they do not take that into consideration. But they only make these excuses for Bayern. It almost feels like, and I do not even want their credit or their validation or whatever. I'm not asking for validation whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like one of those fans. But for me, I've seen a lot of salty fans that do not want to accept the fact that we are very, very serious this season. And we just slapped up the most informed team in Europe and gave them their first loss. It's just that simple. Very simple. They missed a few players, cool, but we also missed players. And we went with our B team. You know what I'm saying? We did have the likes of Calafiori. We did have the likes of other players, but we still chose to play Skelly, who doesn't play consistently, and still managed to control them and still managed to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my hope. That's my biggest annoyance of this game, because I'm very annoyed about that, because these players were amazing. What Arteta did, his substitutions in the second half was amazing. Was 10 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? And even guys like me who are not Arteta in, for example, are giving him his credit and are defending him for it, because Arteta did amazing this game. He dismantled Kompany's team. And it's very simple. And now I want to let you guys go and give your 2 cents. But I just want to make that clear and say that it's very stupid what people are doing.
By the way, because Sammy is an absolute fraud, he completely interrupted me from what I was going, interrupted my flow. Yeah, because he's fraudulent. But anyway, I'm gonna let it slide because he's broski in it. But listen, as I was saying, yeah. So the first half was decent. I think it was half and half. We could have scored. There was multiple times where we could have scored. They had a possession, did nothing with it. But you know, when they did hit us a couple of times. They tried to attack, and yeah, they did get close a couple of times, but only a couple. We had multiple chances. I can think of the Eze chance where he didn't even shoot, the Marino chance where he could have scored, but it just went wide. The header. So there's numerous chances that I can think of for us, and there's only 2 that I can really think of for them: the goal and another chance. I think it was Gnabry who shot it, who shot the ball. But here's the thing for me: in the second half, we went completely on a whole nother level. And I said this on the terrace on Wednesday night. Yeah, I said this on the football terrace. Yeah, Arteta did something which I haven't seen him do ever, which was where during in a game he took off Saka, which at first I was like, what's going on? Why are we taking off Saka? But I didn't even fully see it until the substitutions were made and they started playing. That this was a whole plan. Taking off Saka, putting Noni Madueke on the right, and putting Gabriel Martinelli on the left. Yeah. He wanted players that would take their man on. He wanted players that would be fully attacking, able to go and take that next step as like, you know what? Let's go for this game. Let's kill these man. He didn't bring on defenders and say, you know what, let's play conservative and let's try and protect this lead. Let's try and protect this draw right now. And if we score, we score. If we keep this draw, we keep this draw and we get a point and we keep it stepping. No, he went for the game and actually went for it. So I applaud the manager. I applaud the players because they were absolutely brilliant. Declan Rice was just on another level. And people continue to disrespect Declan Rice. Yeah, people continue to disrespect him. Yeah, because they want to start doing this whole Caicedo is on top, and they want to. While they say Caicedo is a good player, which I think Caicedo is an amazing midfielder, brilliant, upper echelon of midfielders, 100%. But when you're saying that Declan Rice, when you're saying that Moises Caicedo is a very good midfielder and top class, world class, whatever, don't shit on Declan Rice at the same time that you're saying that. Don't try and disrespect him, because I see people say, "Oh, but I didn't mean it like that." Yes, you did, bro. I see what you say. I see how you say Declan Rice can't do this or Declan Rice can't do that. No, bro. Declan Rice has been doing this. Declan Rice came in his first season. People were saying, "Bro, you come in for 100 M's." The most expensive. I swear, he was the most expensive English player. You got pressure. Man came in, had the season of ages, or was in the line, was in line to get the player of the season. He didn't get it because fraudulence was a stray, but it is where it is. But this is the thing. We absolutely dominated them in that second half. We made them look like an average side. And to make Bayern look, this Bayern team, which T and Ash watch Bundesliga, so they'll probably tell you about
Not
this
this
Bayern
season,
team.
yeah.
Okay, but regardless, anybody who watches Bundesliga will tell you that this Bayern team is not an easy team to do. Yes, they get branded with the whole Farmers League, and they're in the Farmers League and this and that. But Bayern this season have been stripping teams apart. They've been getting teams, stripping them for what they do best, neutralizing it, and then just hitting them.
It's the best attacking team in Europe, and Harry Kane did not even have one shot.
Yeah. And
So
people want to say, by the way, people want to sit here and discredit our team by saying, "Oh, Harry Kane ruined the game plan. Look at how deep he was. He came in deep." Big pause on that. He came in deep, yeah, because he had no space, bro. The defenders didn't let him do anything. They were following him.
No. He does that every game with Bayern. He's annoying.
He's
annoying where he drops deep to try and play make.
No, but how deep he was coming back.
That's just Harry Kane.
No, honestly, he does that in Bayern as well. He does that. You can ask Zir. He does that every week.
Habibi, but wherever he was on the pitch, I'm saying he had somebody on him. Somebody.
No, but when he got into our box, we destroyed him. Like, we did not let him sniff. And sorry, no, finish that, then I'll go. Finish that, my bad.
But listen, that's what. Listen, all I'm gonna say is, I think this puts us as the best team in the world. That's just plain and simple for me. Some people are gonna agree, some people are gonna disagree, but right now, I think on form, and that is what you base the best team in the world on form. We are the best team in the world right now.
There is no argument. People can say whatever the hell they want to say. We are the best team in the world right now.
I've seen people.
I don't give a shit. Every season we say this team is the best based on form. Don't change the energy right now. On form, we are the best team. It was a question of us or Bayern. If we drew or we narrowly beat Bayern, I would still hear people saying Bayern are better. That's fine. We smashed them, bro. We dominated them. We dominated them from the get-go. And that Nazi bitch Joshua Kimmich coming out after the game and saying PSG are a hard team, Arsenal are anti-football. Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Go check his ancestry. His grandfather or great-grandfather was part of the Nazi movement. But anyways,
bro, you had a sad moment. You had a sad moment,
bro. I don't give a shit. It's actually true, by the way. You can literally go read about it. His ancestor is his grandfather or great-grandfather was. But anyways.
Okay,
Wallah, go check it out. Saying this dumb shit about, they were only playing long balls. They were only playing set pieces.
Yeah. And how did they score?
Let's come to the facts. Yeah, let's come to the facts. We scored 2 open play goals, right? And your only goal came from a freaking long ball, you piece of shit, right? And here's the other facts for you. We attempted 365 passes, out of which 5 were through balls. They had 545 passes, which is 180 more, and they only had 4 through balls. So we attempted more through balls than them, even though we had a way less pass completion. And out of 365 passes, we played 44 long balls. That's 12%. They played 67. That's 12.3%.
Yeah.
So you played a higher percentage of your passes from long balls than we did, you absolute dickhead piece of shit.
Yes.
Idiot.
What are you on about?
Yes.
What the hell are you on about?
And one of them led to a goal.
And one of them led to a goal. You had free kicks from your half that you were launching, or from the center, and you're launching it all the way forward.
Yeah.
Because you were that shook. And you're giving me that garbage about, oh yeah, they played on long balls. And are you stupid? Did you see how we dismantled you for the second and third goal? That second goal and the third goal as well was beautiful, quick passing between our players. And for anyone coming and saying, oh, Manuel Neuer came out, Manuel Neuer messed up. Stop. You're an idiot then, because you don't know football. Because that's what Neuer has been doing his whole life. Neuer always charges. He's the best charging keeper in the world, in the history of football, probably. And he did it in the first half as well, when he came out when Saka was running, and he got the ball. Nobody said, oh, what is he doing there? Sorry, go ahead, T.
No. I said, I was just adding to what you're saying. It's literally okay, let me just ask you this. Was the touch of Martinelli an accident, or was it on purpose?
No, the touch was on purpose. I don't think he meant to put it past Neuer, though. I don't think he saw Neuer.
Yes, exactly. I don't think he saw Neuer, but he wanted to.
He didn't see Neuer. I think what he wanted to do is, when he got the ball, he wanted to touch it and push it forward and sprint past Kimmich.
Yes.
And to his surprise, Neuer had come charging, but luckily for him, the touch put it past Neuer as well. Yeah.
The thing is, Ashraf, their heads were gone in the second half, because not only was Kimmich salty, Kompany was also salty, and he was like, "Oh, I would love to play them again," because he just thinks that this is a missed opportunity, and it has this underlying tone where he just still underestimates us and thinks that this was a lucky game or something. You know what I'm saying? It just feels like that. And like you're saying, they attempted more long balls. One of them led to a goal, and it's just, I don't know. It's just a lot.
And even if you look at I'll give you even more statistics. Even if you look at the attempts, both of us had 4 open play attempts, even though we had way less possession. We had 1 counter-attacking attempt. They had 0 counter-attack attempts.
Yeah.
And he has the gall to say we were playing on the long balls. You absolute garbage Nazi bitch. What is he on about? And also, by the way, there's another thing as well. Because T was obviously mentioning injuries and stuff. The reality is, I understand that they have Alphonso Davies and Musiala and Diaz missing. Diaz is not missing because of injury. Diaz is missing because he's a thug idiot who tried to freaking break Hakimi's leg. So he deserves to be out. And their record this season, guys, sorry, I take back the Nazi thing. Again, as context, go read about it. His grandfather or great-grandfather was part of the Nazi movement. But to be fair, that's not a reflection on Kimmich. So my bad, I take that back. But it's actually part of their history. But anyways, I was just annoyed with him. So I take that back up. Apologies, Joshua Kimmich, when you actually see this. Or Joshua Kimmich, or however they pronounce his name.
When we made it,
look at Tropical. Tropical's just backing you. He's like, bro, he's just backing it. He's like, yo, what?
Nah,
bro. But
you know, Tropical is a real one. You know, like when you're in a sticky situation, and let's say even if you messed up, even if you started a fight, and your homie gets to know about it, he's like, let's F him up. Even though he doesn't know context, what the hell happened?
He's just like, let's just do it, bro.
Tropical is that. He's like, I don't give a shit who's wrong. We're effing them up. Anyways, because T spoke about the injuries and stuff. I'm sorry, I'm not going to count Musiala and Davis, because everyone was saying Bayern is the best team in the world this season. They were saying it based on what they saw so far this season without Musiala and Davis.
Yes.
Yeah. Musiala and Davis have been unavailable all season. Whereas our injuries, especially Gyokeres and Gabriel Magalhaes, have been a part of why we have been so good this season. They've played a big part in where we are so far this season. So we were missing 2 crucial players who played majority of the season. They missed 2 players who were out all season anyways. Well, that's such a weird comparison. Then Diaz, okay, I agree with Diaz, but to be fair, the guy who played in his place, Gnabry, actually set up their goal and got an assist. And people saying, oh, if Diaz played, it would have been a different game. No, it wouldn't have. Did you watch the match? It wouldn't have. Timber would have locked him up. The best fullback in the world right now, while Hakim is out injured, would have locked him up. What are you on about? Such ridiculous stakes. But anyway, sorry, go on.
Yeah, man, I think...
Sammy, go, bro.
Yeah, I think...
Tell us about the first half, bro, first, because you need to address
the first half for me, it's a complete... Like T said it, and he hit the nail there when he said we're not really committing a lot in the game. We're just feeling the water just before we commit or do anything. But luckily, I mean, through the set piece, we got a goal. I'm so happy with that. But the only negative thing that I saw in this game was Miles Lewis Kelly. I'll be honest with you guys. I mean, I cannot, let this slide under the radar because the guy just made me upset the whole game, man. If you guys check the water, I was shouting, just get the hell. I mean, he has to get out of the pitch. And I think if Calafiori or Hincapie were there, I don't think they would have scored. And also Ulisse just cooked him. Every time that he goes one-on-one on Skelly, he just dribbles past him easy, like he's nothing. And that's the only negative thing I would say about the whole game. But overall, I would say in the second half, and the second thing that I didn't agree with Arteta is the Noni Madueke sub. I don't know why he played Madueke on the left when he had Martinelli, when he subbed off Trossard, unfortunate injury. I was like, why would you play Madueke on the left and you have Martinelli? However, in the second half, he did something that surprised me. He took off Saka, who's considered to be, our top attacker, and switched Madueke to the right and played Martinelli on the left, and also he played Calafiori. But all of these sub really came into flourish, and we did actually contribute to the goal. I mean, the Calafiori, he assisted the goal to Madueke, the second goal, and Martinelli also scored the third goal. So I got to give him props. Even though maybe I can't see it as a fan, like, why would you do that? But when it works out, I got to hold my hand and say, okay, damn. That's something that the in-game management of Arteta really improved. Where, on the other hand, Company and his in-game management was really not that good. And I think that's due to his lack of experience, I would say. And we've seen this with Arteta in the last couple of seasons. And Arteta just outsmarted him, and he read him like a book, especially in the second half. It was a complete annihilation from Arsenal Football Club. They didn't sniff. They didn't do anything. And even in the first half, if we're talking about possession, at a certain point, when I was watching, 82% is a lot when it comes to possession at a certain point of the game. 82 is a lot. However, they didn't really provide anything. They were just passing around in the back, going back, and they couldn't really find the spaces between Arsenal midfield or even the defense. And that's something I have to give props to Arteta, the way that he sets up the team in terms of defense and the solidity we have there. Even without our best player, Gabriel Magalhaes. And that's it for me. I mean, the game overall is just, I didn't expect to go against one of those nemesis or one of the boogie teams, Bayern, because Bayern always slaps us in the UCL. I mean, if you remember 2016, 2017, they won 10-2, I mean, in aggregate, and that's just madness to me. And even the last 2 seasons ago, they also won against us, even though they were not really that great, but still they won against us. So Bayern always have the upper hand when it comes to the UCL. But this time, as Steve mentioned, I think this season we are different. You can feel it. You can see the team are really, putting a lot of effort. They would die for any ball. And that's something, that you build, and you infuse your team with that kind of momentum, with that you rally them to say, okay, we can do it, and we want to start believe that we can do it. And I hope we do go all the way until March, April, and May, and we actually deliver and get over the line and get a trophy. And that's where I'm gonna be so happy, if we do that. And like I said, if we get the UCL, bro, I'm gonna have Arteta's poster right here, man. If we do. So yeah, man, congratulations to every Arsenal fan. I think everybody is happy with this performance, and let's continue. Next, Chelsea, bro. That's how I see it.
No,
Yeah.
definitely.
By the way, guys, I checked. It turns out it was not Joshua Kimmich. It was someone else who had heritage in the thing. So apologies, Joshua Kimmich. F you still for what you said, but apologies for that comment. We see. I correct myself when I'm wrong.
Yeah, too
Big
bad
up
you
Joshua
couldn't do
Kimmich.
that
Except for yesterday.
Too bad you couldn't. Too bad you couldn't correct yourself more often, mate, for other things. Anyway,
I always correct myself when I'm wrong. Don't give me that.
Anyway, so anyway, let's just by the way, you said all of this stuff with Callie Guna's daughter watching it as well. You fraud, you disgusting human being, bro. You're a disgusting
I am
human
so sorry, Callie. I completely forgot. I swear to God, because I joined late, and then I heard Saad say that his Callie's daughter's watching.
Bayern is better than them. So, yeah, you know what, Marco? I can't lie. I'd agree.
But see, Callie, I apologize. So your daughter can learn. Hey, when you make a mistake, you hold your hand up.
Oh, his daughter isn't watching anymore. She said, I banned this, bro. You know what I mean?
He's like,
cute,
what is
man.
this show about, bro?
Yeah, what is
The
this, bro?
Koora.
Get out
What
my
is
face,
what
man.
is this
Get
Koora
out my
pod,
face.
bro?
Yeah, man. I don't need to see
Put
this.
some Miss Rachel, please, man.
But like Marco, I can't lie. I would agree. I'd agree that this
100%.
this one
They are
is
better.
much better. You've got more life in it, more young players, more.
When did the
I mean,
company
I'll
got
tell you
appointed?
that, bro. Listen to
Last
this.
season.
They
Last season,
said
right? Yeah.
when Bayern beat us 2 years ago, they said you got beat by the worst Bayern side in years. That's what they told us. Remember
Yeah.
that when they told us that? Because
Yeah,
they
2
Because they
seasons
lost
ago.
the league.
2 seasons
Bayer
ago,
Leverkusen.
they lost the league,
Mm.
and they said this is the worst Bayern side that's been in ages, and still you
Yep.
lost Thomas Tuchel heritage, blah blah blah, all of those BS that we've heard, and now we are facing a Bayern München team who was considered the most informed team in Europe and the best team in Europe currently. So it's the polar opposite of what people are talking about, and that just cements the fact that what we are doing is serious, and people need to remember that and understand that, bro. What we are doing is serious, and it's not because people think, oh, because Bayern had things lacking, that's the reason why we beat them. No, because there comes a point where even people like me are going to sit here and give Arteta the praise that he deserves for what he did against this Bayern München team, because these guys were not scrubs. Like Ashraf said, two of their three players that need to return were not even playing from the beginning of the season. So this informed Bayern team is basically the team that we're seeing in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Bar Luis Diaz. That's the only player. And Luis Diaz is not going to change your fortunes and change this game suddenly into a 3-3 or a 3-4 to Bayern. It's not going to happen, especially with Timber there, bro. It's just not going to happen. So for me, they can hold that, bro. We beat the most informed team in Europe. And if people like Saad are saying we are the best team in the world right now, he has every right to say so. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple.
It does not turn. By the way, it does not turn from the team that is on the best form is the best team in the world to all of a sudden. But what trophies have you won? I've seen especially Chelsea fans and their demented, sick brains that they can't comprehend simple footballing conversation without mentioning trophies for some weird reason, because they all of a sudden you mention we're the best team on form in the world, and man are saying, what trophies have you won? You're supposed to win trophies before you.
Or even better, they say, "Oh, wait, I'll speak to you in a few months." You know what I'm saying? I'll speak to you in a few months, bro. So okay, I need to cry when I win. Okay, let me cry when I win because April is coming, bro. What's that stupidity, bro? Allah.
Idiotic. Big up to AMT, legend, saying rivals talk about Neuer's bozo moment, but it was Eze's pass, then Martinelli's touch that put Neuer off. Brilliant. So good. So good.
That's also the first goal by Timberman was awful from Neuer. So he couldn't clear the ball, you know.
They thought this was
clear the ball. Oh, you mean he couldn't claim the ball? Okay.
I think
or even clear. No, he wanted to punch it, but he couldn't really reach.
But he thought he was going to get a foul. He thought they were going to get a foul.
He thought he was going to get a foul.
They all went like this and went push, like as if you are not a goalkeeper. And if you push somebody or dash them to the floor, I promise you, most of the time, if there's a foul on a player, but the goalkeeper does it, I promise you, not most of the time the referee won't even do anything. Because they classify it as the goalkeeper's space, so he gets offered a bit more leeway to do what he needs to do to get the ball. So they weren't even looking.
But what I'm saying, who's at fault? Who's at fault? Who's at fault in the first goal?
The one marking Timber, I think, is at fault. Whoever it was, because when Timber heads the ball from that distance, you can't really blame the keeper. Like it comes so fast, the keeper has to react like where he can see. The one who was
he took the decision to attempt to catch it or clear with a punch or anything.
I understand, but I think if he just stood there, it might have gone in anyways. Someone should have been mocking Timber's run. You can't let Timber run from the back post to the near post and just let him run free. That's stupid.
It's also one of those things where they say when it succeeds, they say, "Oh, Neuer is so brilliant, one of the goat keepers. That's why he is Neuer." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He had to take
dares
risks.
do.
Both
Yeah,
ways.
he had to do. And but when it fails, he looks stupid, and people call him out and say, "Oh, it's because of that stupidity that the goal happened, bro." If that goal, like I said, if that move that Neuer did succeeded, they would have called him brilliant for it. So,
Bro,
Are you
he's
talking
the
about
best
the
keeper in the
Martinelli
world
goal?
because he
Yeah.
takes the most risks. That's why he takes the most risks on the ball and off the ball. People praise Allison and Ederson and Raya and all these keepers now for the way, and Onana a few years ago when he was at Inter Milan, for the way they play on their feet. Neuer started all of that. Neuer was one of the first keepers to be press resistant on the ball and take risks when players are pressing him
Yeah.
and come charging out of his goal like crazy.
Yeah,
And last time he
but
was punished for that was against Inter Milan in 2011.
this is not
when
2013, bro.
what do you mean? But he does it every season, every week. You're saying
Yeah,
it
but
now,
I was just
but
happy.
he does
because
it in
does
Bayern as well.
It
So
used to
what
piss
do you
me
mean it's
off.
not 2013?
100%. Ash is right. 100%. He's been doing this for years, and you know
Yeah.
what? Part of me always hated it. Bro. That was just like I said it on the terrace as well. And this is like a weird personal thing for me. I just hated it. I hate that aspect.
Yeah,
of his
I
game.
heard that. That makes no
And now-
sense, by the way.
No, but I
heard
just
that.
I really hated that fact that he comes out, but I hated the fact that he was doing it and nobody was like giving it. And the thing is, he done it so much against us during the games where they played against us, where they slapped us up. Yeah, so that also played a part to it as well, where the hatred even grew a little bit more. But the reality of the situation is now that can't be discredited by it was a stroke of luck. No, it wasn't, bro. Because that touch, if you actually look at how Martinelli touched it to the side, it completely threw him off. It completely threw him off because he thought that he was just gonna go through it. Is he actually on a space with Haaland?
Bro, I'm checking now.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
mad
he
if
is. He
that's
is.
true.
Yeah, he
Don't
is. No, seriously, he is.
Why can't I find Hamza? Ah, there he is. What space is he in? I can't see.
can have a veteran like Luka.
That's created by Haaland himself. He's the host.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it later. But anyways, so
Nah, 'cause
for me,
here's
but
the
guys,
thing.
I
You were
don't
just
know if
saying
the-
anyways.
That is
if I'm not-
mad. Big up Hamza.
yeah, man.
Where?
But
I
I'm
can't
gonna,
see
but
it.
I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to it after the stream. But what
Why
Yeah,
can't
I
wanna
can
say-
see it. How did
Where
you
is
find it?
Can you send
Just
it to me
go
on
on.
WhatsApp?
Yeah, sure.
This guy's just moving on like as if it's something like normal, bro. This is monumental, bro. Because Hamza's been working on spaces for years, so this is monumental to his growth, bro. As this is his final form, bro.
All right, I'll post it in the group.
His final form.
No, actually, Hamza's final form is when he's like on Man City TV, bro. Do you know what I
And
mean?
he's a
chilling with
co-host, by the
players.
way. He's a co-host.
No, this is mind blowing.
Jeez, that is mad. Is it on Twitter? On X?
Yeah, I
don't
just sent
see
you the
it,
link
that's
in
all.
the group
That is mad, man.
chat.
Oh, did you? Okay, fair.
Yeah, Joe Gomez, excuse me. Thank you for the correction. Joe Gomez. That's a player that's there. Let me tell you what Man United.
Nah, wallahi, you know what, yeah? You know what? You lot are bums, bro.
Wait, guys, what? That's
You
not
lot
the
are bums,
actual
bro.
Haaland.
It's a
you
fake
pieces of shit.
Haaland! I'm sitting here on Haaland's account.
What the
and I'm
hell
like,
is wrong with
what?
you people?
It's
Oh
a fake
my
Haaland, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, I actually got sucked
Oh
in,
my
bro. Pause.
God.
Why for that?
Hey, yo.
Because I'm like, why will Haaland do a space with fans?
Not
Come on,
people
I
in
know
the
Hamza
AO
is
and
Anyways.
famous,
everything.
but he's not that famous. What are we on about?
That's what I'm saying. Anyways.
Alright, listen,
Sammy,
you
you
said
didn't
that
even
first,
think
yeah?
of freaking
You said that
checking
he's
the
on a
thing. Oh my
stream.
god.
Hamza on space. I tropical, yeah? I tropical, bro. I'm onto you, you bum. This guy, bro.
Oh,
I swear,
man.
tropical's lethal, bro.
Imagine Erling Haaland is sitting
Hey,
there discussing
because-
about like
Hey, no, no, we saw-
Liverpool and they're not gonna
we
win the
saw
I'll be
league.
so
and-
real.
We
I'll
saw
be so
Aubameyang
real.
with
There's no
troops in
way.
there.
Aubameyang is
Here's
retired.
the reality of the situation. The
What
reality
are you
of the
retired, man?
situation is-
He's in the team of the week of the UCL. What a fraud. Were you retired? My
Oh,
ass,
sorry,
bro.
he's in Marseille. He's in Marseille. Sorry, yeah.
Come on, bro.
As in, he's not part of the. He's not part of like
Blah,
the Premier
blah,
League. He's
blah.
past
Man,
his prime, yeah. It's gone. And no
He's
offense
in
to
the team-
Hamza. No
he's
offense
in
to
the team of
Hamza,
the
but he's
week, by
not
the way.
Troops level famous, bro. Like, come on. Troops is at least like a bigger name. Like Troops has probably like spoken to Aubameyang in the past. It's not new.
100% AMT. He did start that move as well.
He started
This
it
is
exactly. I think
You
he
got
won
AMT.
something in our defensive third, and then he played the 1-2 with Mereno. Mereno played it to Eze, and then Eze with a beautiful
By the
long
way,
ball.
big up to AMT for the super chats. But this is one question that I had saved, and I quickly need to ask. Yeah, Ash says, guys, we need to have a conversation. Even though it's unfair because Elise is the best right winger in the world, and MLS doesn't play often, he needs to be moved to midfield and not play as a left back anymore. Do you guys think that it's overreactionary to say it's an overreaction to say that? Because here's the thing. For me, Miles Lewis Skelly, like, you're coming up against a top player in Elise. Now, I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he's gotten cooked a couple of times. He does look a bit. He's too close to him. He's too close. You know, when you're defending a pacey, skillful winger, you can't go too close because they'll just put the ball around you. He's too close to Elise. Now, for me, I'm sitting there and I'm like, right, something needs to happen here. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. And I'm like,
look at
is it just because
Ketchum
Elise
said something also. He got cooked also by Carl. You know, and that's the problem. Look, for me, Skelly is a different profile, complete different profile. If the team in front of you is not really offering much in terms of attack, I think Skelly would be great because, you know, the things that he offers when he inverts to the midfield, I think it creates a lot of, an extra player in the midfield, makes you dominate the ball more. His runs are good. His passes are also good. But the only thing I'm criticizing here is defensive attributes. I'm not saying Skelly is a bad player, but as a left back who's playing against one of the elites, like you're saying, which is Ulisse, I don't think that was the right choice by Arteta. I mean, you know, you're
no, but you have to use your
at
depth,
the end of the day, he is not a right back, and when you play against one of the best in the world, you're gonna get exposed way more, and it's going to show way more that you're not a left back.
That's what I'm saying, T. But you're going against Bayern, the UCL, and they are, like you said, in form. So, and you know that Ulisse is a talented player with the huge skills and dribbles. So you know that there's a high probability he's going to get cooked. And that's
the thing is,
only,
last season there was a stat of MLS where he was the only defender in the Premier League that didn't get dribble past. So he was doing well. We saw him against Rodrigo. We saw him in some.
But he hasn't been playing this season, Ash, right?
Yeah, but
agreed.
That's the reason, Sammy. That's why you need to catch him some slack because of the fact that he has not been playing. And last season he played consistently, and yes, he got the odd red card here and there.
I'm talking about only the game, T. I'm talking about only the game. I'm not saying
the game he was bad.
I'm talking about Bayern game. That's it.
But imagine you not playing for weeks and then suddenly you play against Bayern and you face Ulisse. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. You're playing a very high level. T, you're playing a very high level of football, and when you get an opportunity, you got to seize it. Big up,
of course.
That's true as well.
But what I'm trying to say,
I mean, come on, man. You're a professional football player. Yeah,
I agree. But it's also not someone like Brighton, for example. This is Bayern Munich, the most informed team in the world. Ulisse, one of the most informed wingers in the world currently. So we cannot, you know what I'm saying? For me, I feel like if he played like 5 games before this, he wouldn't be sleeping like he did in this game, because that game he was caught lacking. But normally I don't see Skelly doing that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to say.
Is he part of the squad?
Of course he is, yeah.
Is he training with the team?
Yes.
Then he should be plug and play.
Yeah, I agree with both of you, because I think Sami's point is that at least in this kind of game, he should have been a bit more turned on and a bit sharper and focused. And I don't think he was, because you can look at it both ways. You can say, okay, he hasn't played in quite some time, so he might be lacking. I don't think he's lacking match sharpness or match fitness, because he's played a lot of Champions League games and he's come off the bench in some Premier League games. But the reality is, like, sleeping like that and letting Gnabry run past you, that is something that should not be happening, even if you haven't played in 6-7 games. And
I agree, yeah.
I've had issues with him on the ball sometimes, where he gets a bit too too arrogant and overconfident, and he thinks, oh, I can get out of every single press, and he's lost the ball a couple of times, which is why I'm still opposed to him moving to the midfield, because I think moving him to the midfield means you're exposing those kind of mistakes a lot more. I think moving him to the midfield should be gradually when he gets to that experience and the age of 22, 23, and he now has like a better composure, in my opinion, and more awareness of what's happening around him. As I think right now, he should continue playing as a left back and just wait for opportunity when it comes, because the opportunity will come. God forbid it comes through an injury to Calafiori. I hope not. But whether it comes through that or whether it comes through Calafiori going through a few bad games, he'll eventually get his opportunity. And
What about this?
when he gets the opportunity, he has to take it. And sorry,
about
just
this?
one last thing before we address this. Calafiori came on for him and pocketed Olise, and he had
Pocketed
such a
Olise, man.
fantastic game.
Yeah.
I didn't
That's
see
one of the
Olise do
things, though.
anything after that when Calafiori came
It
on.
was all over
This-
him, bro.
This
By the
Calafiori
way-
has been.
by the way,
Ashraf,
not
Ashraf,
many people-
that's almost the whole season. Calafiori has been
Yeah.
amazing, bro.
pocketing everyone. It's insane.
Not many
This is
people are talking about it,
And the
bro.
assist
Not many
and the
people are talking
overlap.
about the
and the
improvement
assist.
from
Yeah.
last season where he was getting skinned by people, bro. They were skinning him.
You
and
know
he
why,
scored past
Saad?
them.
You know why, Saad? Because people focus on his attacking, but forget about his defending. They gloss it off and say, "Oh, he's shit in defending. He gets cooked." But this season, he hasn't
He
been
hasn't.
getting cooked as much as last season. If anything, he hasn't
As
been
much.
getting cooked at all.
He hasn't been cooked by
Yeah,
anyone, exactly.
At all, yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
has
Yeah.
cooked him in any game. He's
Yeah,
been
so
fantastic, man. Like
For me,
defensively going
this
forward.
game also shows how good Calafiori has been for us this season when we are sitting here and saying that MLS has not been good enough. It's because we are used to this standard this season of Calafiori.
Yeah, it's
No,
mental.
definitely. So
Sorry, bring up the
let's
super
just before we move on. By the way, is it just me or is my thing lagging by itself, or is everybody lagging?
No, it's just you.
No,
Am I lagging?
I can see you fine. It's just you. No, you're fine.
What did he say,
so
guys?
let's-
He's lagging for me.
This guy is such
Stop
a
it.
bum, bro. 'Cause they already said he's fine, so he's. I see your game now. Yeah, you picked the wrong person. I'm joking. So on this one, yeah. So he said if in case Rice gets injured, does MLS replace him? I think
You know, it's
I
funny.
think
Rice is the only player in our team that doesn't have an adequate backup.
Yeah.
replacement.
Yeah.
The only
Because the
player.
only
He's
reason
the only
this is an option is because MLS can do the box to box,
The running.
but he's
Yeah,
not on the
yeah.
same level at all when it comes
Exactly.
to
He does not have the stamina of Rice. He's not
I
gonna
don't think
sprint
he's
back.
got the
He might be as
composure of
quick as
the-
Rice. But he's,
Challenge though.
Yeah.
Like, do you know?
But
You
the
know how
interceptions,
Rice sometimes
crazy.
Rice's interceptions are like on point, bro. Like I don't know.
The
if he's
second
got-
goal came from interception, by the way. Rice
What's that?
started with an the second goal came from a Rice interception
Yeah,
where
interception.
Yeah,
with the
yeah, it
Upamecano
did.
mistake. So
It
he
did.
started the
Maguire.
whole thing. Sorry?
Upa Maguire, you mean?
for Maguire. Oh, I remember when Hafid Darraju said that.
Mind
It was
games.
insane.
But man, yeah, but Calafiori, to be honest, he's miles better than Skelly for this season, you know.
And I'm over the moon for him because last season I didn't want to get on him. Pause. I said it will take time because he's not a left back, he's a left center back. And now he's finally picking up his form. This is the Calafiori that people were raving about at Bologna.
But
Because
he's like a
finally
third
showing
option.
himself.
He's like a third option because if Calafiori is not fit, I would choose Hincapié over Skelly. I'll be honest. And that's not taking a dig on Skelly. I would literally, play Hincapié because I've seen enough for him to say, okay, he's a genuinely good player. Defensively, I mean, I haven't seen him really offensively, and there's not like a big sample for me to really judge him overall. But just looking at him from the first glimpse, I would say Hincapié can offer more than Skelly. So
It's
for me,
because
it's like
he's
a
an
third
actual
choice.
defender, though. The MLS has
Yeah.
never been a left back. We made him a left back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's why Hincapié and Calafiori just look way more solid because in their nature they are defenders. Whether it's a center back, left back, it doesn't matter. They are defenders. That's the difference.
He's been put through the same thing that Zinchenko got put through.
Yes,
Where they got
exactly.
transitioned from midfielders to just be used in that position because they need to be utilized. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, what I'm looking for now is how is very important, and we're going to get to this when we get to the Chelsea
Mm.
section, because that's a whole another conversation. But I'm intrigued to see how Hincapié manages that Chelsea test, because
Mhm.
the Tottenham test was a whole different thing, but the Chelsea test. By the way, big up AMT for the super chat. The Chelsea
Big up
test. is
AMT.
a
Yeah,
whole
did
different-
we answer his question? Because we spoke about his profile, but we didn't really answer his question.
Yeah. So what would you lot think? Do we
No.
think, because I think
No,
I think he can come in, but whether he
Yeah.
can do I think he can do the running that he does, like not the running, but you know when he picks up the ball from deep and he takes it up the pitch. I think that
Honestly,
that Mars Skelly can
this
do that, but it's the interceptions that I have
this
a-
goes to a point. This goes to a point that Tropical also just mentioned now. Asked you think Zubimendi did replace Partey better. You didn't agree before. Obviously forget the case now because that's not what we're discussing. I still would have kept Partey because the reality is, in a situation, God forbid, if where Rice gets injured and is out for like a month or two, I would have been a lot more comfortable playing Partey and Zubimendi, and then let's say Odegaard or Eze or whoever ahead of them, versus playing Zubimendi and Moreno or Norgard and Zubimendi. Because right now we have to just pray and hope and somehow bubble wrap Rice, and that's so that he doesn't get injured. Because for every player we have, no matter how good they are, there is some sort of adequate replacement that can do a decent job. Whether it's Gabriel, whether it's Saliba, whether it's Saka, Odegaard, Gyokeres, even freaking
So
David Raya.
you think Marino's not
Kepa
good?
can probably play a few games. Rice is not only that good, he also is of the type of profile that we don't have a
Marino.
backup for. No, I like
Marino as a-
Moreno, but he cannot do what
as a- as
he
a
cannot do what
replacement.
Rice does.
Merino doesn't bomb forward and backwards
He doesn't.
like
He doesn't have
Rice
this.
does, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have the athleticism of Rice, and that's very,
Yeah.
very important to how we play. We need an athlete as a box to box who's physical, who can do the back and forth running and all that kind of stuff. This is where I wish, and I said this in the summer, and I'm repeating it again. I'm not trying to go back and criticize our summer and some of the decisions we make. I still think Norgard was not a great signing. If we're letting go
I
of
agree.
Partey, I think we should have got a young 18, 19, 20-year-old box to box midfielder
Who's
with
that guy?
physicality.
Alicia
Who's
from
that guy from the? I think it was the French league. He played for Monaco or something like that.
No, we're looking for a
Tchouaméni?
Spanish player from Elche or whatever that team is.
No,
Elche.
who
He's
was
a
that?
young,
Who was that? Who
youngster.
was that African brother, man? They
don't know
literally
who
said
you're
he's
talking
he's like the baby party. Like, bro, he plays exactly like him, man. Bro,
And-
Yeah,
and-
Marco, I
and-
wouldn't
and-
put
and-
Zubimendi.
Agume,
I
that's
wouldn't
it.
put
That's
Pa-
it. That's it.
Akumi, yeah, fair.
Agume, bro. We should have gotten him, bro. We should have just taken the chance, bro. And just said, you
Someone
know
we
what?
should get someone
him
who
in.
has the physicality, box to box, and all that stuff.
They say
I
that
know
he's got
Marco. I
the
wouldn't play
exact
Partey. I'd play
archetype that
Zubimendi as the
Partey
box to
is.
box.
They say he's got
Yeah,
the
we
exact
should have got. We should have got someone because right now you've got good cover for every single position on the pitch, including the keeper, but you have basically put yourself exposed for Declan Rice, and God forbid something. Because again, I'm not trying to put it out in the air. Oh God, please protect him. But the reality is, he also has not been injured in the last 2 seasons for us. He's stayed fit for majority of the last 2 seasons, which means, again, I'm not trying to jinx it, but usually when there's a player who's been so fit for so long, it's like they're due an injury because of how much stress and they're putting on the body, and they're playing week in, week out at 100%, sprinting. And you guys see sometimes Declan Rice at the end of the game will be panting and holding his chest and like bending down trying to catch a breather because of how much running he does. That eventually will catch up to you. He does that a lot, and that'll eventually catch up to your body. You need to rest him a lot more.
To be fair, Ashraf, he did say on CBS when he spoke to Henry and Michael Richards and all those guys, he did say that he has been feeling the fittest he's ever felt. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
amazing.
So,
That's really good to hear.
and-
But I hope it doesn't lead to an injury.
yeah,
there. Hopefully.
obviously he's not a doctor, so he cannot diagnose himself and see what's
Yeah.
wrong with him. But he also, when a footballer has pain somewhere or it just doesn't go their way, they do feel something. You know what I'm saying? And Rice spoke with very much confidence and saying,
But the problem is,
I've been fittest that I've ever been. No
the
niggles,
problem
no
is we
injuries,
have
no
a
broken toe.
history. we have a history of our players playing through injuries. Like they only
Yeah.
speak about it after their sideline. So, for example, Ben White, Gabriel Jesus, Timber, I think Saka. A lot of them have come out later when they were out sideline saying, "Oh, I've been playing with this injury." Oh, Gabriel Magalhaes as well. Arteta came out saying he was playing with some pain or some sort of niggle. That's my concern. Like the thing is, Rice being fit and Rice having something which is troubling him, but not that much to be honest, that it's an issue, are two different things. Because that small little thing that is probably nothing right now could become a major thing if
Oh
God
my
forbid
God,
he
AMT.
busts a hamstring.
Well, they
AMT was
always-
reading my
always-
mind, bro.
They
Yeah,
always have
I
the-
was gonna suggest the same, Sammy, because I feel like we
Yeah,
can do
man.
the Eze Ødegaard 2-8 midfield as
Not
well.
only that,
I've
because,
been
because
saying
you were
this,
mentioning
bro.
injuries, and I'm thinking, okay, who's coming back to the Arsenal squad? I'm thinking, okay,
It's
Odegaard is back.
It just we
Gyokeres
cannot
is
do
back.
this. The problem is we cannot do this against everyone. If we play against the likes of Caicedo, for example, you need a strong body in midfield. You cannot play
Exactly.
Zubimendi, Eze, and Ødegaard. Obviously, that's on paper very amazing. If you play a low block team who is a little bit lower than the likes of Chelsea, then yes, that midfield would have worked. Like I said that Arteta should have done against West Ham, for example, and then he actually did it, and we looked amazing against them. But if you play someone like Caicedo, you need a engine in midfield who's also very strong. You know what I'm saying?
And
You
don't forget they're
play
going to play
the
Reece
three
James
light
as well in the
players, bro.
midfield.
Yeah, Reece James as well. So this is a game where a player and a profile like Rice is needed. It's a must because we cannot lose the
Yeah,
physical battle in
agreed.
midfield because the talent will go out the window if you cannot win the physical battle at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But you know,
Just
by the way,
to-
when we have a full squad, you know what he's gonna do if God forbid Rice is out. I have a feeling he'll end up playing Havertz there in the 8, which is what he did
Wow.
2 seasons ago.
Don't do this. man.
Because you know
No.
he's gonna think. I'll explain to you his logic. He's gonna think Havertz has the stamina of Rice because he does. To be fair, I'll give him credit. He does run a lot in the game. He has the pace. He has the physicality. And he can give us attacking threat as well. It will be one of the
fuck's
worst
sake.
things we can do if we end up playing Havertz in the 8 again. Which, by the way, he might because he loves Havertz and he'll want to slot him with Gyokeres. So.
And
I
by the
see it.
way,
I don't like
before I just want to say one thing. Yes, I know I talked a lot, but I really want to say this as well. This is why I said at the beginning of this season, before the season even started, when we were at the transfer window, I said a lot of these players are replacements at the end of the day, and we didn't really make additions in some parts in this team. And midfield is one of them because we lost Partey and we lost Jorginho. We gained Zubimendi and we gained Norgard. If you look at the profile and how the players are set up physically as well, Zubimendi is, in my eyes, the Jorginho replacement and not the Partey replacement because you cannot do the things that Partey does. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
But Jorginho was not a starter. T.
Yeah, but he did start in 2 years ago at some point, and Bryce was playing the 8, and he looked amazing.
Yeah,
you
when
know what I'm saying?
Partey and the rest are not fit. Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, that's why I said we should not have bought, like Ashraf said, we should not have bought Norgard. We should have just went for someone like Paulinho, loaned him for a year like Tottenham did, and get an option. And if you don't like him, send him back. Get someone else.
Yeah,
Get the
Paulina
younger
would have
guy.
been good as well. I agree.
Yeah.
Paulina also would have been a very good
Paulinho
option.
would have been
As
good
a 1-year
replacement.
stopgap, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
that's what I would have done
100%.
instead of spending
So
the
do you
12,
think 13 on
Norgard.
do you think in January we
you
should
get Paulinho.
get a box to box player?
100%, man.
Yeah,
You
They're not gonna
cannot
do
be in a
that, though.
situation where you're waiting for the shoe to drop at Rice. You cannot be in that situation,
I
especially in a
honestly think
season
we're
like
not
this.
going to sign
where-
anybody, Bash.
I
They're
don't
not.
think so either. You're right. I don't think so either. But I'm saying we have to, man. We have to get someone to come in and be a squad player in case something happens to us. I'm not even saying get a top class player. I'm saying get someone who could be young and has good potential, but already has the physicality and the pace and all that stuff. Or get
Yeah.
someone like Paulina who's older, has the experience, but also has the attributes we need, and use him for a stopgap. But to have no
Paulina's
one
gone.
is a problem.
Paulina's gone, man.
What?
We're not going to get Paulinho.
No,
Paulina's,
obviously
I'm
not
saying
now.
someone like
Not
Paulina.
now.
Same profile,
But
same profile.
back then in the summer,
Yeah,
when
yeah, I
Tottenham
understand
didn't
what
buy
you're
him,
saying.
I think it should have been better if we loaned him, looked
Mm.
at a younger box to box replacement for Rice or a backup for Rice. You know what I'm saying? Send Paulinho back and then get that younger CDM or a CM that you've been looking at the whole year. You know what I'm saying? That should have been the
I feel
plan.
you. I feel you. I feel you. Listen, let's talk about something a bit more. Do you know what I mean? Exciting. Trossard. Obviously, the presser came out today, and they were asked about Trossard, and they asked Arteta about Trossard. They said that apparently he's having one more. He's having some scan, and you know they're still gonna see if he can play, but they're saying he could be in contention to play. Which means that the injury, luckily, is not as serious as first four.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because everybody saw him go down. Do you know what I mean? Everybody got shook because right now Trossard is one of our most potent attackers. Do you know what I mean? He's been one of the most the biggest dangers for us. So him going down was kind of a siren went off. Do you know what I mean? The alarms went off in everybody's head that was Arsenal fans. So what do you guys think, bro? Because he's gonna be coming back out. Gyokeres and Havertz and these man, they also asked about them, and he said we got one more session, so let's see what happens. But the thing
He
is,
said
with
Trossard's
Arteta-
injury is not serious, so hopefully.
Yeah.
he said Trossard's injury is not serious, but obviously with the other players as well, Gyokeres, Havertz, Gabriel Jesus. Obviously, they played the friendly behind closed doors yesterday against Manchester United.
Even
Which,
one year played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nwaneri played.
I read
Wait,
that
who
Jesus
played?
was pretty good.
Nwaneri and Gabriel Jesus played
Nwaneri and
in
Gabriel Jesus
um,
played.
friendly game. Just to get some
Wow,
minutes.
I didn't know that.
It was
against-
just to get like their
Against
fitness up.
Lisandro
game.
Martinez as well. Lisandro was there as well.
Did we
for
win?
them.
Did we win
Was
at
he?
least?
I have
We
no
don't
clue.
know.
Nobody knows the
We
score.
don't know.
or anything.
We don't have much
Yeah.
detail. We just have
It
the small
probably
bits
was
and
this-
pieces.
It probably was like an open goal, guys. Score, don't score. It's okay. Do nutmegs in the middle of the pitch.
Maybe they
You know,
played
we had a-
futsal, man, for all I
Yeah,
know.
futsal. We're not counting the score, guys. Just do your thing. Do your thing. Oh damn, I didn't know that.
No,
That was
but
good.
for these players to be back, I think Chelsea is a bit too early for them. I don't know if they're going to be back. Hopefully Trossard is back and he can start. If it's not as serious, then he should be able to just, do you know what I mean? Be able
Just to say
play.
something sad. I mean, Trossard is one of the underrated players in Arsenal so far, and I think he's the only player with a double-digit GA. By the way, he has 5 goals and 5 assists. I'm not sure if it's just the Premier League or all comps, but for me, I mean, reading that stat, I was like, damn. I mean, I genuinely did not.
He's on paper our best attacker right now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The output
He's
wise,
got
I'm
10
saying,
GA in 16 games.
Yeah.
10 GA in
Which-
all competitions.
it was all comps. Okay, it was all comps. So something that no Arsenal player has currently as an output. Not even Saka, not even Gyokeres have that number, man. And it's something that, when I read it, I was shocked. I was like, damn, I genuinely did not know Trossard is that crucial for us, And when you see the
Bro,
numbers,
I've
you're like,
been telling
okay,
you,
you cannot
know what I'm
deny it.
saying? I've been telling you, bro. He's the GOAT. He's one of the best.
Hey,
of all
listen,
time.
we were all wrong, including T in the summer for
Yeah,
saying he
T needs
to
to
go,
relax.
right?
Because
I-
he's trying
I-
to rewrite
I won't
history.
I won't lie. I
He's
said
trying
if
to
we have to
rewrite
sell,
history, bro.
if we have to sell Trossard or Martinelli, I would sell Trossard because I want to keep one pacey winger. So I'd keep Martinelli. Boy, oh boy, how happy I am that we kept Trossard. And I remember at the time when we gave him the contract, we gave him the 150. I said, look, if we're not signing anyone, which it looked at the time like we were not signing anyone. This is before we were linked with Eze. I said, it's fine. I'd rather keep Trossard because he is our best left winger. And we're not signing Rodrigo, clearly. I don't think we're signing any left winger. Let's keep Trossard. He's better than Martinelli. He's better than the other. He's definitely better than Madueke. Bruh, this guy. And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go on a bit of a tangent here, and then we'll bring it back to Trossard. I had this debate on most channel where they were arguing that City's attack is better than Arsenal's attack. This is when City were 4 goals ahead of us, or 2 goals or 3 goals. Now we're, by the way, level on goals with them. In fact, in all competitions, I think we scored more than them. So far. Guess how many
I think it's
players?
just because of
Guess
Haaland,
how many
that's why
players
they
of
have
Man
that opinion.
City? Yeah, but that's the point. They were saying Haaland is part of the attacking unit, so you have to take him into account. Guess how many players of Man City have more than 3 goals this season?
Nobody.
None, only Haaland, I think.
Or have more than
only
2
Haaland.
goals this season. Not even 3. Let's say more than 2.
2.
Haaland, Shirky,
Oh, cool.
Foden, and Doku. Right?
Mm.
And if you say more than 3, it's only Haaland then. That's it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Arsenal have 7 players who've scored 3+ goals this season. 7. Trossard,
Gabriel is one of
Martinelli,
them.
Timber. No, not Gabriel. Gabriel has 2.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Trossard, Martinelli, Saka, Timber, Moreno, Gyokeres, Eza. And I think I said Trossard already. 7 players have 3+ goals. And these guys say, City's attack is better. No, it's not better. They have 1 player, and if that player is not playing well, they're done. We have so many. I don't know what Saad was doing, by the way. I don't know what kind of clap that was.
There was a fly or something, man.
Did you catch the mosquito?
Bruh.
Hey,
It's out of nowhere. I see.
Sometimes I just do dumb shit, bro.
Yeah. It was dumb.
Okay.
But I think Ash,
Sorry, go ahead.
just-
Go ahead. Sorry, it's what you were saying. Sorry, say what you were saying.
No, go ahead,
I
Sami.
just want to say something about what he's saying, because Arsenal has been splitting the goals even in the past couple of seasons, and we've seen that as because we play as a unit, where City on the other hand, they're relying too much on Haaland. So I think that's
which
one of the main
makes
reasons.
our attack better, because our attack does not rely on one player.
Overall,
he's an
yes,
alien, yes.
overall I agree, because when you miss out on one player or an injury happens, God forbid, you're not gonna say, "Oh shit, my superstar is gone." Imagine now City doesn't have Haaland. Just imagine, just
Bro, you know what it is.
Hold on.
They got all giddy and they lost against Leverkusen, bro, at home. It's
2-0.
It's crazy.
Hold on.
And people will
this is
say,
the
"Oh,
thing.
they didn't start
This
their
is the
full
thing.
team." Have you seen Leverkusen's team?
But
Have you
hold on.
seen the fact
This
that
is the thing,
they've
yeah.
lost 6-7 players
is
in the
the
last
thing.
2 years?
Bro, this
I
is not
wanna-
the same
I want people not
Leverkusen
to
with
be-
Nkapia in them, man, bro. With
Guys,
words.
I want people not to be fraudulent, because this is how I should put the thing, yeah. Because these 2 frauds right here, down here, yeah, these fraudulent pieces of shit, yeah, are the ones that were telling me, "Oh, City, look at them, they've changed. They're a new team now. They're real danger. We need to bring back this conversation. We need to have this conversation. You need to hold your L.
I don't remember if he
You
said
need
that. I
to
know
hold
Sam
your
said that.
L's.
And Ashraf did
I
not
remember
say
if
that
he said
though.
I did
Oh,
say
Ash
that.
was
Yeah.
with me. He was
Wait.
saying, bro.
I was saying that I would rather City beat Liverpool, because Liverpool, their issue is different. Their manager's an idiot. No offense, T. I know you like Slot, but their manager's an idiot. He somehow ruined the team. The moment
listen.
they figure something out, they'll go on a run. City's problem is not that. City's problem is that they're just inconsistent and not good enough yet. They will be in a year or 2. They're not there yet. And I told you guys before the Newcastle game, watch them drop points to Newcastle. And Sam is telling me, but what if they don't? Not only did they drop points, they lost to Newcastle and lost to Leverkusen after. I'm telling you, City are not that team. And by the way, here's the thing. They'll smash Leeds
But,
now.
where's
tomorrow,
Liverpool
right?
now?
They will
Where's
destroy
Liverpool?
Leeds.
Where's Liverpool now?
I'll just say this.
Where's Liverpool now, Ash?
I'll answer one
is-
question at a time. Let T first, and I'll answer Sammy.
No,
Then next.
I'm
Go T.
just gonna make a statement, and then you can ask your questions to me. It is what it is. Halas. That's it. It's just that.
No, but they only mentioned half of. No, they mentioned only
I
half of the
swear
fact.
T is the
the
best.
fact is
I said,
Liverpool is
I'm gonna
shit,
make one
bro. What you talking
statement.
about?
It is what it is. Khalas.
Yeah,
C'est la
hold
vie,
on, what
huh?
you want me to do? You want me to be sad for City? Of course, I'm buzzing, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
the
I
hell
love
with
T,
City.
bro, I swear.
No, but Sammy, that is my point. Sammy, my point is Liverpool are bad
Yeah.
now because they are out of form and confident
But,
and all
but
that.
they're worse than
lacking
City,
confidence.
right?
I agree, but the difference between them and
Okay.
City is City are
Okay.
bad because they don't have good enough players. That's reality. This City will never be fixed this season. I guarantee you that. They will never go on a 10, 11, 15 winning game run. Liverpool, on the other hand, let's say they sack the manager today and they get a manager tomorrow. Let's say they get Klopp back for the rest of the season just temporarily. They can't go on an 8, 9, 10 game winning run because their issue is not the players. Their issue is that their manager, for whatever reason, had a concussion or something and decided to do something stupid. City, Pep, people were praising Pep and saying he's changed the style. Now he plays more defensive. He's understood his limitations, and they still
I never said that. I never said that.
Not you, but others were saying this, and that's why my point was: while Liverpool are still in the dumps and while they're still garbage, I'd rather City get them out of the way and beat them because I know City will continue with the inconsistencies. But let's assume somehow Liverpool won that game. And then, or whatever, and let's say they sacked Slot or 2 weeks ago, and they got Klopp back just temporary. that would have been a bigger problem for us. Now I'm not worried about Liverpool. Now Liverpool are so far behind. Even if they pick it up, it's too big of a gap to close. Whereas City, I'm not scared that they're 7 points behind us because they're not consistent enough.
Yeah, but still, I mean, yeah, I was wrong about City, but I also was right about Liverpool. So why are you mentioning the only half of the statement that I said? I said Liverpool are not really there this season. From
No,
what
because
we've
that's
seen
not
so
what we were
far.
arguing. We were arguing which team is a bigger
No.
threat in the long run if they're both in form.
Yes, and my argument was I said City because they've been there and done that, right? In the past couple of seasons, they always come from behind and they always we fumble.
Yeah,
we
but it was
bottle it,
not
and
the
they
same
win,
players,
right?
though, no?
Liverpool never done that. We never seen Liverpool come from behind and catch up the right
Come on, man.
and keeping the
We
same
have.
energy, keeping the same energy that Liverpool are way worse than City right now as we speak. They're sitting
I know.
11th, bro.
Yeah, but you're missing my point. My point was when both. Go ahead,
Let me
Saad.
rebuttal it, please. This is absolute rubbish, bro.
Why
Last
is rubbish?
season,
It's a fact. They're
last
11th
season
and
we
they're
saw.
and they're third.
Last season we saw
Mm.
the same Liverpool team that we're talking about come back multiple times. Last season we saw them win games at the death. Last season we see them be clutch many times. On top of that, this is majority of that team that they have. They
Right.
added players onto that team that was doing that.
Okay.
City,
Okay.
you talk about they know what it is, they know how to keep up, they know how to do. Bro, how many of those players were
Yes,
there?
but based on a fact, Saad,
man.
have you seen City in the past 5 seasons? They've been doing it for the past 5 seasons.
But
yes,
that's not the
last
same-
season.
In the past 2 years, how many of them has Turkey even won a league title? Bro, he's never been in a
No.
run in Turkey. He's
They don't
never been
have
in a
Fair.
run
Kyle
in.
Walker
But-
anymore. They don't have the same Diaz and Stones. Their best player probably in their history, KDB is no longer there. Rodri's been
Okay,
out
guys,
for majority
Rodri's
of the
gone.
season.
To be fair, okay. I'll just add this and help Sammy with his point as well. It's there comes a point where Pep Guardiola will just get it right, and City were just looking had these glimpses of brilliance where I just thought, hey, maybe they found the sweet spot where Pep can actually make these guys ball out without Haaland scoring per se. You know what I'm saying? But then inconsistency happened. You know what I'm saying? The
Yes.
players were inconsistent in what they were trying to do. And Pep is also been criminal because he's been making wrong choices as well. You know what I'm saying? For example, Marmoush has not been great. Haaland is very important. What do? You play Marmoush instead of Haaland, and then it goes wrong. The whole system goes halas. You know what I'm saying? It's that simple. These players, and also what Pep also does a lot this season is chop and change a lot, and it just doesn't help. It just doesn't help. You need to find that one team that you can create this consistency with, where you can be dangerous the whole season. I'm not asking for it because if they don't play and we win the league, halas, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? But there was this glimpse of brilliance that City was showing us for a few games back to back, and I thought Pep maybe found a way. You know what I'm saying? In my defense. And it's not because these players that they have are amazing. It's because Pep Guardiola is amazing. You know what I'm saying? That was my thought process and why I gave them their flowers when they were doing good in those few weeks.
But this falls back to my point, T and Sammy, which I was saying, which is, I'm sorry, but for majority of this season, they are going to be Haaland FC. And the reason why they're going to be Haaland FC is because if he does not,
which I said,
goals,
Sad, which I said,
if
which
they
I
do
said.
not, no. But
Mm.
you said that there are players. When
I
I told
told
you,
you one man
no,
show.
because you're forgetting, Sammy. You're forgetting that conversation we had, and now you're creating other stuff. I told you that they're Haaland FC.
Within,
you know what you
within
said
the
to
same
me?
conversation, I mentioned that. I said they're a one-man
You're
show.
not having the same conversation with Sammy. Wallahi, this is what you said. When I said to you that Haaland FC, you said, what about Doku? He's been great the whole season. What about this guy? You think they're just going to stand around and do nothing? You said all this stuff. You started bringing up plays. You started telling me Phil Foden was... You started telling me Phil Foden was going to come back.
They say an elephant never forgets, Sammy. They say an elephant never forgets.
Bro, shut your mouth,
I said that. I said that. But I also said that they were over depending on Haaland. I'm not disputing that fact.
Yeah, but I told you that these
Uh,
man, between their defense having holes, their
Fucking
defense
hell,
having
that's rough,
holes,
bro.
and their attack like just not being as it was before, bro. And their midfield, it isn't for me. It isn't the same Man
Fucking
City,
hell, bro.
bro. It isn't the same Man City. Do you know what I mean? So that's listen. That's it, bro. That's it. That's the situation
That's
that we're in
right.
right now.
Stars, play the your finished clip.
Yeah.
Sammy is finished. He's
Bro, where
finished.
is it?
He's
I don't
finished.
think you have that, right?
I think
No,
I
you
do.
don't
I
have
don't
it.
know.
Oh,
I used
to
shit.
have
Did
it.
he- Really? Come on, man.
No, we can just play this one.
Fools! 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 I call you fools! You fools!
Or this one. This is the classic. This is the classic. This is the classic.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like, ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
I swear, man, that is a legendary. Listen,
That
for
is
anybody
legendary,
who wasn't
yeah.
there, yeah, for the because that was when Hassam, when they went, I think when they were like losing games and they were like fighting for top 4 and they were 5th place. If nobody was there for when that was happening to Hassan, bro, he was going through mind games, bro. Like he was like FSG was just catching, like it was just smoke. It was on site for FSG.
Bro, I think at this point he wishes he's 5th right now. Like I think this is the
Yeah.
worst it's ever been.
Yeah.
It's the
Alright,
worst it's
listen.
ever been for him as a Liverpool fan. It's insane.
You know what?
You know what's
Let's
funny?
not get-
I
let's
thought
not get-
about
let's
this as well because they were saying, Klopp, please come back. And I was like, bro, you guys were cussing outside of Hussam, not Hussam, because Hussam was
Yeah.
never cussed Klopp. But a lot of Liverpool fans, including the likes of Tom Little, for example, were asking to sack Klopp, and now you want him back? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, fraud.
like what are we doing here, bro?
Hey, listen. Speaking of that, speaking of the team, Liverpool. Let's speak about it, bro.
Liverpool.
Let's
do we really
speak
have to,
about,
bro?
Let's speak about their
Guys, I had
now.
They're
It's a
finished,
bit,
bro.
hold on, right
Guys-
now it's a bit shaky with
Oh.
Arne Slot. West Ham on the weekend, they just got slapped up. Ash, do it, bro. They got slapped up, bro,
Slapped up.
by
PSV,
PSV,
bro.
bro.
Guys, they conceded 7 goals at home in the last 2 games. 7.
Bro, in the last 3
7
10
games,
goals
they
and 3.
conceded- They conceded 10 goals.
Yeah,
and
but I'm
1.
saying at home. At
Yeah.
Anfield. They conceded 7 and scored 1.
It's
Bro,
mind
I was watching. I had the Arsenal game on TV,
I'll be back.
and I put the PSG Tottenham game on the tab because I thought that would be a more interesting game. And to be fair, that was a fire game. It was 5-3. And then I see the scoreline of Liverpool. It was 3-1 for PSV. I'm like, yo, I gotta switch to that one, even though this game was fire. I switched to that game. Wallahi, guys, the first 5-10 minutes itself of that match. I'm watching the Arsenal game and I'm just checking this game all the time. And every time I check, I see PSV playing tiki-taka around Liverpool. They're playing like
Yeah.
Rondo Liverpool, making them run like donkeys around them. The passing they were doing in their own box, in PSV's box, trying to get out of trouble. I'm like, oh my God, these teams have seen Liverpool and they're like, these guys are dog shit. Let's actually play football against them. You know, when you go play against some of these kids and you know you're 10 times better than them and you start doing tricks and all that kind of stuff, it felt like PSV were doing that. That 4th goal was sublime. That 4th goal was mental. The attack by PSV and the finish, I don't even remember what his name was. What his name is, the guy who finished it. I honestly, I am so shocked, man. I'm telling you, and this is clear evidence that it's not the players. It is 100% the manager. Because for your
but
team,
the Van Dijk one, bro. Well, how can you blame that on?
Van Dijk, yeah, look, Van Dijk,
And also
that is
the Konate
hilarious.
mistake. The Konate mistake. Bro,
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair to Slot, yeah, the players are walking a lot. They're just, it almost looks like they're not in it, bro. They just don't want to play football.
Yeah, but that's
know?
on him,
Yeah.
no? That's on him as well.
Yeah, that's on him. Yeah, that's on him.
If your
I don't
players
know.
are so
That's on him.
demotivated that they're walking on the pitch, that's 100% on you.
I mean,
Van
okay,
Dijk,
but
Van
still,
Dijk, I have no question. That's funny. Van Dijk is just
he
hilarious.
won you the league. So I personally thought maybe you have a little bit more trust in your manager. But these guys lost trust in like a few months. They almost moving like their fan base. But players overall normally have a little bit more patience with their manager. Normally, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
He lost. He
It
lost
almo-
the
it
dressing
almost-
room.
Yeah,
He lost the
it almost
fans,
looked
he
like
lost everything, man.
he lost the dressing room instantly in a few months' time. How do you do
Yeah.
that?
And also the fans. Whenever have you seen Anfield get empty by minute 70? I've never seen it in my lifetime.
is
I'll be
mad.
honest.
That is mad, honestly. Like it's just this 180-degree difference is mental. To go from scraping wins in your first 5 games, winning in stoppage time, and people are like, "Oh shit!" Like that's the mark of champions. Everyone was saying, including Hussam, "Oh, this is us playing bad and we are winning every game. Imagine what happens when we get good. Imagine what happens when Verts clicks in. Imagine what happens when Isak clicks in." I can't
Man,
believe
this
it's
is
gotten this worse.
this is a
bad.
generational stinker, a case study that needs
This
to be
is
taught for generations.
These are the
bro.
worst defending champions of all time. Not even Chelsea in 2015, 2016 was
It
this
needs
bad.
to be
because-
studied, Ash. It needs to be studied, literally, and
Yeah,
just case studied.
100%. Because you're not just defending champions, you're defending champions that broke the British transfer record twice in one summer. So you're not like,
Yes,
it's not like you're
yes.
champions and you did nothing and you kept the team the way it is. You're defending champions and you went and had one of the best summers we've ever seen
Yeah.
in club history, in football history. And
know what's funny,
got this
Ashraf?
bad.
They had their worst transfer window ever, won the league, and then they had their best transfer window ever, and then suddenly they're 10th, 11th. Bro, it's crazy how the world works.
Yeah, man. It's just
crazy.
weird.
Do we think, guys? Here's the question. Let's just get straight to the point. Do we think Arne Slot is getting sacked?
Wait,
No,
but-
where
but-
do we
but- but- but-
They had an emergency meeting that wasn't close between the owners and the players and also Slot. And
Where was this? Who
from
said this? Who said this?
well,
Don't
it's
bring
all
me in
it's all
Tyler. If you bring me in
it's all it's all
Tyler,
it's all on Twitter. I mean, if you
Bro,
wanna look
they
at
had
it.
an
But anyways,
emergency meeting stream.
yeah,
Well, one
one
sec,
of
one
those,
sec, one
you know.
sec. Before you guys continue, just since we were talking about the PSV thing, let me just show you something quickly. Can I share my screen? This was Hussam last year.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
or whether it's Real Madrid, you are out. This is not your competition. You have no difference makers whatsoever in your team. You beat PSV. Hooray. Wow, well done. You beat PSV. Champions League, don't talk. Whether it's
We beat
Wow.
PSV, hooray! We beat PSV, hooray!
the
Hooray.
sarcastic little clap. Wow.
Yeah, we beat PSV. You got smashed by PSV. Hooray!
Yep.
Receipts,
You
bro.
got
Whoever
smashed
kept
by
this
PSV, bro.
receipts,
Y'all
bro.
keep-
And
You scored one
Anfield
goal
as
against
well.
PSV.
Yeah.
4-1. 4-1. At home. What is
Hey,
going on?
That's even worse than the Atalanta
goals.
one, you know.
Yeah.
This is way worse than Atalanta, bro.
this
7
is
goals
bad,
in
bro.
2 games.
Bro.
And you
Let's
know
go.
what? You know what? I swear to you, even though I think they might beat West Ham, wallahi, I feel like I'm an idiot if I predict a Liverpool win against West Ham. I feel I'm an idiot. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to say West Ham win. I'm actually going to say West Ham win. Even though I don't want it, by the way, because me and Slot will definitely lose his job. Sheesh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Don't
I
forget
think
this, by the way, we scored 9 goals over 2 legs, by the way.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we beat them 9-3 on
And these
aggregate.
man had Zinchenko balling out against them. And meanwhile, you want to come here after you just got slapped 4-1.
And the funny part is, last season they played PSV as well in the last game of the group stage, and they lost 3-2. And they were like, "Yeah, but that's because we rested the whole first team. We played the
Yeah.
second team." This season, that excuse is not there. You played the best team at home and you lost 4-1 anyways.
And the funny thing is, PSV is a worse team than they were last year.
The
because
season,
they,
exactly.
They lost Noah Long and them men. You know what I'm saying? They lost a few
Yeah.
good players, bro. You know,
Bro,
so,
who do they have in the champs? Who do they have in the champs left? Because they've got, let me see, they got
Inter Milan.
away next. They got to go to
Away.
the San Siro next year. They got to go to the San Siro
That's a
next.
loss.
That is a loss, 100%.
I think
Then they've
Mo
gotta
and
play-
Hussam
then-
needs to do watch along
Then
together.
they've got,
Yeah.
bro, then they've got,
and
bro, they've got to go to
MHF watch along.
they've got to go to the San Siro next year to play Inter Milan. Then they've got to go to Marseille, yeah, and then play
Ooh,
against
that's not
Marseille,
easy.
bro. That's a
That's
loss.
not easy.
That's
Oba,
not an
Could
easy
be, yeah.
game.
Could be.
Oba
Then
got
they've
something
got-
for us, bro.
Oba.
I listen.
Over
Then
there.
they've got a home game against Karabag. Now
Oh, yeah, I see.
Hey,
I don't
big-
even-
Big up
here's the
Karabakh,
thing.
bro. Azerbaijan.
yeah, I
see
don't
you,
even
bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if that's a guaranteed win for them at this point.
No. Stop it.
No,
Stop.
hey,
That's a guaranteed
no,
win.
Ashraf,
it.
no jokes. No
Hey,
jokes.
I know they drew to Chelsea. I know that.
No,
but
listen.
stop
But
it,
they
guys.
are
Come on.
good. They're playing good football, bro.
Yeah, they are, but not at Anfield, guys. Come on.
Okay,
What are we
but
doing?
listen.
I'm sure they're better
I
than
believe-
Nottingham
I
Forest. You know.
believe if Galatasaray went to Anfield, we would have won there as well.
Yeah, but Galatasaray is a better team than Qarabag.
Of course,
Bro.
but all I'm saying
Oh,
If
is,
I say it in Arabic, it's like Qarabag, bro. Like that's
Okay, okay.
shitbag. Like,
okay,
come on.
but
Garbage,
still,
man.
Liverpool, even though Galatasaray is better than Karabakh, Liverpool are still miles better than Galatasaray when it comes to their players. And the
Agreed.
work and all this stuff.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? They can draw to Karabakh, bro. It wouldn't.
No,
it
but
wouldn't
what I
be
mean is
shocking.
Galatasaray still have players that can hurt Liverpool on their day, which they did on that day. Qarabag don't. Come on, bro. Not at Anfield. No chance, man.
No,
No
but
chance.
you say this, but then it happens. You know what
Come on,
I'm
Ash.
Wallahi. Guys,
saying? By the
wallahi.
way, I think I know what you mean. I think I know
Yeah,
what you
exactly.
mean.
I
Is there
rate
a
Osimhen.
chance- Guys, is there a
if
chance that
Qarabag-
Liverpool-
If Qarabag beat Liverpool, guys, in the Koora Pot stream, we are doing nothing but laughing at Liverpool for 2 hours. If that happens, yeah, bro. If that happens, I think I might like throw one of the biggest parties just for comedy. We'll do like a roast session. We'll force Sam to come on the Koora Pod. I don't give a shit if he's busy or not. We'll force him to come on the Koora Pod, and we'll
Yeah,
do
we need
nothing
Hassan
but
to come
roast him for 2 hours on
We
stream.
need to.
Qarabag.
Aye, listen,
No, it won't
Are
happen.
they win? Is there a chance that they might not even make it through in the Champions League?
No.
They've got
Oh,
3
no,
wins.
I think they
They've
will.
got 3 wins and they got 2 losses.
Yeah,
Their
if they
next
beat
2
Qarabag,
games-
that's enough.
Their next 2 games.
Have you guys noticed Liverpool either win or lose? There's no draw.
Yeah.
Just win or lose, man. I mean, it's weird,
Hey, that's
you know?
actually a fact. Well, like they only win or they lose, bro. There's no draw, bro. There's no we share points. No. It's either we.
But
give
you know,
one-
I'm gonna predict a draw this time for Liverpool. I think it's gonna happen. You know,
I'm going West Ham
But
win.
is
I don't
this-
care,
is
bro.
Is this?
I don't
the-
care if I don't
Nothing,
get
yeah,
points.
like
I'm waiting
Chelsea.
for a West Ham
Is
win.
this the
It's at
mathematics?
West Ham's ground.
All right, listen. Let's get to the. Excuse me. Let's
Don't
get
say
to the
predictions.
Let's get to the
Chelsea, yeah.
game. Let's speak about Chelsea because listen, big game on the weekend, lads. Some people are saying the title game, the cup final for the Premier League. You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. We went through the Liverpool test, knocked it out the park. Yeah, they got thrown away. We went through the Man City test. We knocked it through the park, bro. They went away after the whole Newcastle thing. Yeah. Now we got Chelsea up next as the title challenger. Do you know what I mean? They're gonna rain on our parade. They're gonna stop our they're gonna stop our way of running away with it. Do you know what I mean? Because if we beat them, we're 9 points. We're 9 points off the second place.
Yeah.
So it's a massive game, lads. If they beat us, they're 3 points behind. Who knows what that does to their confidence? What are we saying? How are we feeling for this game? How are we feeling?
I think this is going to be a game of the season so far because, you know, of where we stand right now. Chelsea are sitting second and we're sitting first. Even after beating, Chelsea after beating Barca, Ash's fraud team, fraudulent team, 3-0.
By the way, we need
And-
to speak about that as well. Maybe we might say something about that in the end of the game.
Yeah,
because this
I'm going to talk
bootleg
about it a
piece
little
of
bit. I
shit-
mean,
This bootleg
and this
piece of shit decided to say in the group chat. No, hold on. Sorry, Sammy, because I need to pull out stuff because I need to say group chat messages that should be kept private, but I'm having to bring them out. This piece of shit over here on the right, top right, yeah, sits here and tells us stupid. What's the defender's name? Araujo. Stupid Araujo gets the red card. Bro, fuck that Araujo was getting a red
He did
card,
get
bro.
a red card.
They
That's
got-
not a lie.
They
Did I
were
lie?
getting dominated. Bro, relax. They were getting dominated before Araujo got
You
the red
relax.
card.
I agree with.
I
Saad there.
mean, again, this shows. It's fine. It's fine. You guys don't watch other games, so I'll help you educate.
We
you guys.
watched the
No,
game.
I did watch
This
the
is
game.
how
I did watch the game.
No. I'm saying other Barcelona games. this happens to Barcelona almost every week. They get ripped open by teams because of the high line, but because 99% of them are offside, they planned that on purpose, and eventually they end up scoring and the game changes. Against Newcastle, if you guys watched that game, they were getting destroyed by Newcastle in the first 20, 30 minutes. Newcastle have been 4 goals up. What happened in the end? Barcelona ended up winning. So what Chelsea were doing was not even slightly surprising to me. I was like, oh my God, they're getting ripped open. All the people who were saying, because I saw this a lot on Twitter, suicidal high line. Oh my God, I can't believe they're playing that way. I'm like, these guys are prem-tards who know nothing about what happens outside the Premier League. That's literally how they play against Elche and Celta Vigo and Osasuna in La Liga. And they get ripped open, but 99% of the goals that get scored are offside. So those offside goals of Chelsea were not like, oh shit.
No, but the way Maresca set up the team,
I understand, but nothing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna go back to Chelsea. I forget about Barca. I mean, the way he set up the team with Garnacho, what's his name, Estivao, and also on Pedro Neto. I mean, the common factor between those players, they're all pacey, and they can
I said that before the game as well.
Yeah, they exploit that high line and just and the rest is history. So they're coming out of a big win, to be honest, against Barca, and also in the Premier League they had a win against Burnley, I think 2-0. And we were coming also from 2 wins against Spurs and against even Bayern Munich. So the game, the I would say, is going to be really excitement. The build up to this game, it's massive. It's Rice versus Caicedo. It's all of that stuff. All of that will come into fruition now. We're going to see something materialize. Now we're going to... And Chelsea are second. I mean, the table does not lie. I mean, they are performing better than any other team, the other 17 teams in the Premier League or the 18 teams in the Premier League. So for me, this game is really decisive. And I will just add to that. The Bayern Munich game, for me, if we win, drew or lost, I wouldn't really cared as much as this Chelsea game. I'll be quite honest. I mean, I'm happy and thrilled we won against Bayern. Don't get me wrong. I'm really over the moon. But it wouldn't really impact me as much as the Chelsea one. The Chelsea one is really crucial for us for this season. I think you said it. If we win, put the Premier League in the bag. But I think that will be a massive, massive step towards that Premier League. For 2 decades we haven't seen it so far. So I think it's very, very important for us to win. It's going to be tit to tat. I think the midfield battle will be, a bloodbath, I would say. I hope Gyokeres gets back. To be honest, I think we need him in this game. Odegaard is back, so that's really good. The defense, I want to ask you this question while you're talking about the game. Would you play Hincapié or Mosquera? For me, I mean, to be honest, both players showed that they are in the high level. I'm surprised from Mosquera as well.
I personally would go for Hincapié still, because I feel like we just at the left side, I personally prefer a traditional left-footed center back. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. And also, Mosquera is not foreign to going to places and having to ball out in high tense circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Because he is at the end of the day an invincible league winner.
Hincapié, not Mosquera.
Yeah, I'm talking about Hincapié. Yeah. Mosquera is a surprise, but let's not forget, guys. He's 15 million. He's not supposed to be this amazing, crazy defender. You know what I'm saying? And Hincapié officially is. You know what I'm saying? Because he could start for any team in the Premier League. Liverpool, Chelsea, City. He would start for anyone. You know what I'm saying? He's that good at the end of the day. And the thing is, I'll just speak about the game straight away. I am ready, personally, to make a statement. I am ready to beat Chelsea at their ground, bro. Because not only do I want to extend my lead at the first place, I also want to put them into bed and say, you know what? You're not who you think you are at this moment in time. Yes, we beat Barca. Yes, Maresca did some good things against Barca. But I blame that on the German Ange Postecoglou rather than giving it to giving all the praise to Chelsea, because at the end of the day, Hansi Flick is playing suicidal football. You know what I'm saying? His style of play exposes them so much to the point that Maresca said, you know what? I'm not going to play a striker. I'm just going to play pacey guys and just exploit the fact that you have a
It's
high
a two-edged
line.
sword, you know. It's
Yeah.
a two-edged sword.
It is a
the
two-edged
play
sword,
style.
but in this year specifically, it's getting exploited a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And you also have a bozo in the back that gets red cards for breakfast, aka Araujo.
He should be so.
Oh,
I have no
yeah.
idea.
yeah.
Yeah,
And the high
he's
five,
not good.
high flick, man.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But at the end of the day,
That is actually fucked.
we are not put them into bed, Ash. I'm talking about put them to bed. You know what I'm saying? It's just over. It's just khalas. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
I just want to put them. I just want
Knock
to
them
kill
out.
their hopes and dreams to see this as a title race at the end of the day. The last 3 times we went there, we drew. I do believe that we are still a better team, especially if
You know,
we
when
get
was the
our-
last time we lost T in the
Yeah,
Stanford Bridge?
it's been 8 years ago that the last time we lost.
2018.
Yeah,
2018.
it's been a long time. But I'm just ready to beat them, bro. It would be a huge statement. It would kill their hopes and dreams, expose them for what they truly are. Because I still do not believe in this Chelsea hype. You know what I'm saying? Yes, these are big words before the Chelsea game. Yes, I can jinx our team, and I could be the reason that we're going to lose this game or draw this game now. But for me, I'm just that confident in our team to the point that I just don't see Chelsea outclassing us that easily. You know, so I just
Will he
don't.
with a draw?
I mean, I would take it, but personally, I am ready to beat them, bro. For me, it's 80% beat them, 20% draw. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I cannot see us losing. But for me, at the end of the day, bro, because people were first talking about Liverpool, how they're amazing, then they fell off, and then City was looking good to the point that me and Sammy started praising them, and then they fell off a little bit. And now the eyes are turned to Chelsea, and now people are suddenly praising Chelsea for how amazing they are. And yes, they did beat Barca, but Barca is not as solid as us at this moment in time. If we played Barca instead of Bayern, we would have beat them as well. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's how I see this. But would they have beaten Bayern instead of Barca? I don't think so. I don't think that would have been as easy as Barca.
They lost 3-1.
There you go. So for me, I do believe that we are in a better place than Chelsea. And I do believe that we have the minerals, the class, the talent, and the solid system to go out to Stamford Bridge and get a 2-1. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm ready to show chest and put them to bed. You know what I'm saying? Kill their hopes and dreams. That's how I want this game to go. You know? And the only way I can see us fumbling this is if Arteta makes a stupid mistake with the lineup, with the substitutions, for example. But when it comes to the player quality, we are clearer than them at this moment in time. And we should go out and actually go out and beat them.
Yeah, listen.
Ash is probably
think
quiet
this is
because of
where-
Barca.
I think
No, I'm just waiting for my turn.
I think this is where we tell Chelsea, you're not title challengers, you're fighting for top 4. You're fighting for second place. That's what you're fighting for. You're out
Which
here
was their
fighting
expectation in the
place
first place, by the way.
with Manchester City. It's not a title thing. Because the reality of the situation is we're far and above every team in the Premier League right now. In England, we are the best team. And our squad, our results, our performances all show it. I think that we have too much for Chelsea, personally. I do think they're a good team, but I think it's going to be a bit too much for them. And I can see a win from our end. And listen, this is the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is we are unstoppable this season. The only team that really done us in is obviously Liverpool because of the manager's mistake, and then Sunderland because they didn't give up. We made some stupid mistake at the end, and we gave them the game because even then we came back and it was 2-1, and we were saying enough to win another game. I've seen
Oh,
that.
yeah, Palmer. Yes, Palmer's back.
They've got Palmer. They've got Palmer back. They've got Palmer.
Finally,
back.
he's not ducking the Arsenal smoke. Finally.
Yeah, finally he's not ducking it. But if he's on the bench, then questions have to be asked. But listen, I'm comfortable, man. I'm comfortable with saying that we will win this game. I believe that my squad is gonna go out there and put a proper performance out. I think we're gonna be the stronger team, and I think we're gonna win the game. We're coming off of the better win, in my opinion, because we beat the best team in the world. So, listen, I do think both teams have confidence, but I just think we're more in a calmer position, in my opinion. I think they have to prove something. We don't need to prove something. Everybody else,
Don't you think
everybody
they're
knows.
already overachieving, Son? Currently, as things stand, because most of Chelsea fans that I've seen, they said, okay, it's a top 4 thing, and maybe
me,
a domestic cup.
I think that with the team that they have, apart from the back line, I think they are overachieving at the moment with the back line that they have, because the back line that
So
they have is
so then the pressure should be on us, right? Because we must win the title.
No. But this is the problem. The problem is they're overachieving, but the pressure is on them. They're the home team. The pressure is on them to show we ain't overachieving. This is where we belong. We are the team that want to be in this title race. This is our point to prove. We don't have to prove a point, bro. We're coming in as the team that everybody knows is the best team in England. The team that has only lost one game in this season in the Premier League. The team that has conceded the least amount of goals, I think 6. We've conceded.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, because we're
December.
favorites. You're saying we're favorites.
Yeah, we're coming in as favorites. Of course we are.
Well, then
But
the pressure
is not on. The pressure is not on us.
No.
I think the pressure is on.
Yeah,
I think the pressure is on Chelsea, because
I
of
agree with
what
Saad.
they have to prove.
I agree with Saad. I think we are the favorites because of where we are in terms of positioning and stuff. But I think there's more pressure on
agree.
them right now. They can get into a conversation where they become title challengers. If they lose at home, while I'm not saying they're 100% out, but they're most likely out, because 9 points behind is a bit difficult to catch, especially since they still have to go away to Anfield. They still have to go away to what do you call, to the Emirates. It had both of us have to go, but I'm talking about games that we finished. And also, if Arsenal win, that's an astounding win, right? That basically tells the whole league, listen, it's Arsenal's year this year. If we draw, I think it still puts us in the driving seat and still puts us as favorites, because we did it away from home. And for Chelsea, probably doesn't change that much. They were like, okay, they drew to the best team, but it just still puts question marks there. If we lose, yes, it praises Chelsea 100%, but it doesn't put us out of the title race. We're probably still going to be favorites even if we do lose to Chelsea away from home. So for Chelsea, but if Chelsea lose, it's done for them. Like, they're probably not winning the league. Then they'd have to focus on other competitions. It changes the whole narrative of, are they title challengers too, or they're just imposters, or maybe they're imposters. Arsenal, even if we lose, we're not imposters. We're probably still there as favorites. So I think there's more pressure on them, especially when you add to the fact that they have not won against us.
Makes sense.
Forget since 2018, they have not won against us in 7 games in a row, home or away. They've lost 5, I think, and drawn 2. So that itself should tell you, like, they have been so shit against us. That pressure will come from the fans, like, in the game. Like, and if they find themselves losing by a goal, let's say at halftime, I think their fans and the players will really feel the pressure then. But obviously, if they're winning, then it's a different thing.
So, but before
I would take a draw, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I would definitely take a draw. I hear what T and all are saying. I do want us to go win. I think just like 3 seasons ago, sorry, when we beat them there, although they finished 12th that season, to be fair, we should have won against them. I think we're better than them for sure, in my opinion. Even if they end up winning, I'll not change my mind. I would still think we're better than them. This is a very good opportunity for us to make a statement win in the league. We have unfortunately dropped points against our other 2 rivals, City and Liverpool, this season. And in both games, again, while I praise Arteta for what he's been doing now, amazing job. But those 2 games, I think he cost us with the midfield he started, when he started Moreno, Rice, and Zubimendi in both games. So this is an opportunity to rectify it. And he did it against Spurs, against Bayern, started very good teams, and we dismantled them against Atletico as well. So we need to show that this is not a fluke; it's a consistent thing. This game will 100% be harder than the Bayern game because it's away, because Chelsea know us. It's a Premier League, it's a derby, and all that kind of stuff. So I
wouldn't
do
take it
want us
that
to win,
far.
but it is a derby. What do you mean?
No, I wouldn't say it's harder than Bayern, to be honest.
I'm saying the game will be harder than Bayern. Not that Chelsea are better than Bayern. They're not. Obviously, they're not. But the game for Arsenal will be more difficult against Chelsea than it was against Bayern, for sure.
Yeah.
Bayern was at the Emirates. Bayern didn't know what to expect. Bayern underestimated us. They were posting before the game
Massive.
the 5-1 victories and all that stuff. And they were saying,
Yeah.
oh, we had good travel there. Chelsea will not underestimate us. Chelsea will go into this game thinking, these guys have had our number. They're better than us. We need to freaking end this now. Bayern came in thinking, oh, yeah, this is Arsenal of 3 years ago, which is obviously a big mistake. But I would definitely take a draw because I think a draw still cements us as title favorites.
What would be the starting 11 in your opinion? Or the best starting 11?
Yeah, that's
for
what I
this
wanted to go to next.
Spurs.
Starting 11.
Spurs. The same Spurs lineup.
Yeah.
For me, the exact same Spurs lineup.
game? Okay.
You wouldn't
I
go-
wouldn't.
you wouldn't
I
go
wouldn't
with Trent.
change anything. I wouldn't start Ødegaard. I would not start.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? I would keep the midfield the same, the defense the same with Nkapie instead of Mosquera. If Trossard is available, play Trossard. If not, play. You know what I would do personally? I would play Madueke left, not because I like Madueke more than. Okay, listen. Oh, listen to this, bro. Before you guys,
I gotta mute this stream for a bit. Hold on.
Okay. If Trossard is not available, I would play Madueke at left because I feel like Martinelli can have a huge impact in the second half if he comes on that left side. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
How I
bro.
feel about this situation because I feel like if we start Martinelli, sure, I wouldn't be mad at it, but I feel like Martinelli could be more effective against them if he comes on in like the 55th or 60th minute, for example. You know what I'm saying? When they're a little bit tired, he can catch them on the break with his pace and you know what I'm saying, get some damage at the end of the day. But like I said, if he starts Martinelli, sure, I wouldn't be opposed to it, but purely because I would want to see Martinelli change the game in the second half, I would preserve him until the second half. You know what I'm saying? But that's just me. You guys can disagree, sure.
So couple of things on that.
I'm not saying okay. For example, if Trossard was available, I would say start Trossard and put Martinelli in the second half. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
But the reason that's why I'm saying Madueke, because I feel like I said, Martinelli can be very impactful in the second half when the other
Super sub.
Yeah, super sub. Yeah.
So a couple of things on that. Yeah, for starters, obviously, if Trossard is available, Trossard starts. I agree.
Yeah.
We're talking about if Trossard is not there. For starters, I think Martinelli being so good this season, and he scored all his goals coming off the bench except the goal against Olympiacos where he started. I think he deserves that reward of starting this game. Actually, he started against Atletico as well, and he scored that game. I think he's earned a starting position if Trossard is not there, because Trossard has also been killing it. And even if he doesn't start Martinelli, I would rather start Ødegaard in the 10 and Eze on the left and start Madueke on the left. Guys, I was saying this in the group chat yesterday against Bayern, or day before, sorry. Madueke on the left did nothing when he came on.
No,
The moment he got
saying he's
switched to the
amazing.
right, he got into a position and scored a goal, right? And he was also like contributing to killing Limer when he obviously did the tag with Saka. We end up, I swear to you, if we play Madueke on the left, we're getting nothing from that left wing. That left wing is there. Forget about the left wing the whole game then. Then we've just wasted a position for no reason, which is exactly the Moreno mistake against Liverpool and City. Don't start him on the left. You either start him on the right if you want to bench Saka, which is stupid, obviously, because Saka can kill Koora, or you just keep him on the bench, bring him on as an impact sub, and let Martinelli start that game, or play Eze on the left and play Ødegaard in the 10 if you feel Ødegaard is fully fit and fully match sharp. I would actually start Martinelli on the left. I'd start Martinelli on the left, Eze in the middle, and then bring in Ødegaard and move Eze to the left later. If we really need to, let's say, God forbid, we're losing and we need to equalize. Madueke on the left, I think, is mental. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's a stinker T. I'm sorry.
No,
I love you, bro.
but why would I disrupt the? But listen, You guys
What
don't look
trope,
further.
bro?
No. You guys don't look further than the fact that you don't like Madueke. Why would we
No,
disrupt
he's not
the balance
effective.
of the...
He's not effective.
No,
on the
listen.
left.
Why
Yeah.
would we disrupt the balance of the midfield by changing Eze's position all of a sudden? You know what I'm saying?
He said
I'm
It's more
saying
about
if
the
we have
balance
to,
at the end
I
of the day.
didn't. I didn't say that though.
I gave you a tactical reason in why we should start the likes of Madueke, not because he
Yeah.
can be effective, but because he can hold on to that position until we can put in Martinelli so he can have.
So your solution for starting Madueke on the left is let's waste 60 minutes of Madueke on the left so we can gain 30 minutes of Martinelli later. What? How does that make sense?
I'm not completely saying that.
He's saying against
Obviously,
tired,
he
like,
can.
I mean.
Obviously, he can do something. Yeah,
He
but for
cannot
me,
though.
okay. But what if the scenario is like this, Ashraf?
Yeah.
Martinelli starts. He's not doing anything. We're not winning. We need a sub for the left side. He brings in Madueke. What happens then?
No. He shouldn't then. The right thing for him to do then is if Martinelli's thinking it up, you move Eze left and you bring Odegaard at the 10. That's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
That's the right thing to
It
do.
was good timing.
What?
No, but
Bro, who's can't beat,
Arteta, but
bro?
probably he's not gonna do that.
I don't know why.
No, hold on, we can't have a serious conversation. Who's
What is
can't
going on?
beat, bro?
No, not mine.
Why did you just go? Let's go. What happens then? Beep beep.
Well, I don't think it was
Bro.
mine. I don't know.
But now, what happens if Martinelli has a stinker when he starts, and then Madueke has?
Then you move Eze to the left and you bring
But he's
Odegaard
not
in the
gonna
10.
do that. But he's not gonna do
He
that.
did do that against. Wait. He did do that against Newcastle when we were losing 1-0. He moved
Okay,
Eze to the left.
But he
He brought in
did not do
Odegaard
that last game. He did not do that last game.
because we were winning last game. That's why. But I'm saying if we're losing and we need again, if you're saying what Arteta will do versus what he should do are two different things. Arteta
Yes,
might actually start.
But I
Arteta
am
might
talking
start
about.
Madueke. I agree with you.
Yeah, but I am talking about from the perspective of what Arteta is going to do, not what.
No.
I want him to do.
Forget that. I'm asking you what you. No. That's not what happened. You said if you would start Madueke on the left if Trossard wasn't there.
Yes,
You didn't say
because-
Arteta would.
Because I know what Arteta is like, and if Martinelli has a stinker, he is going to sub in Madueke and not.
Okay, so
Eze on
what
the
would
left,
you do if
Odegaard
you are
on
the
the
manager, T? If you were the manager, what would you do if Trossard is not
I
available?
would do what you said. I would look if Trossard is available. If not, then start Martinelli. Then if I know that I am going to play Eze on the left, then I would sub in Odegaard. Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, okay, so we agree.
But
Then we're on board. Yeah, I
but
agree.
I know the manager, and I know he's not going to do that. That's why I said if Arteta is going to play Madueke, let him start at least, because I know that Martinelli is going to have a better impact off the bench than from the beginning.
So
That's
in
how
that scenario, I actually think the thing that works best, because even Marco now is saying, what if Eze started, he cannot move to the left? By that logic, start the game with Eze on the left and Odegaard in the 10. And if it's not working out, then we can take off Odegaard, move Eze back to the 10, and bring on
wouldn't do that.
Martinelli. So
I would
why
not-
not?
I would not
That's better than
disturb-
Madueke on the left.
I would not disturb the balance in the midfield and remove Eze from his position after having two back-to-back amazing games. You know what I'm saying?
But we have no choice, right? We
but
have
bro,
injuries.
and also the pass to Martinelli, that's also because he's playing in the midfield. He's been playing in the midfield for the last 5-6 whatever weeks. You know what I'm saying? And then to put him suddenly on the left, if you
But
don't
he's
have
only
the same,
been
but if
he's
you
only
don't
been
have
good
the
in two
same
of them.
output, yeah, but if you don't have the same output as you do in the midfield on the left, then it's going to be a problem as well. You know what I'm saying?
I
And at
think
the end
he
of the
will,
day,
man.
Ashraf, whether
Mhm.
we like it or not, Madueke is going to play because it's also against Chelsea.
And I
You know?
promise you, if he does that and he plays Madueke on the left, not only will Madueke have a shit game, we probably won't win that game until we make changes and then Madueke is moved out. Because this left-footed winger on the left has never worked for us.
I agree.
Martinelli,
I
right-footed
agree.
winger on the right, never works for us. You need to play wingers in their actual positions, because the moment you put Madueke on the left, you've taken away his most dangerous trait, which is cutting in on his stronger foot,
I would
being
prefer,
unpredictable.
I
Sorry,
would
go ahead.
rather play Gabriel Jesus, man, than Madueke on the left.
100%. He's not
I
fit,
think the
obviously. But
reality of the
let's say he was fit. I would, yeah.
He's
Guys, I
fit,
think
but
the reality
he's
of the
not
situation-
sharp.
I think the most realistic option for Madueke to play is Madueke coming on. That's the realistic option of what's
100% coming on for
He's gonna
Saka
come
if
on for
needed.
Saka,
Yeah.
maybe in the 60th minute or something. But listen, I do think using Martinelli as a left winger, coming on is better than him starting the game.
But that
So-
also doesn't make sense, guys. You're basically saying Martinelli should not start any games. Like, even if he's killing it off the bench, he doesn't deserve to be rewarded with a start. That makes no sense.
No, listen, I'm talking specifically about Chelsea because imagine we're 1-1, we're struggling. We bring in Martinelli at the 60th minute. Their defenders are tired. Their legs are basically gone. You know what I'm saying? Gusto, Reece James, whoever. You know what I'm saying? You bring in Martinelli, he uses his space, he does what he does, and he scores a goal. You know what I'm saying? And then we win
Yeah,
the
but
game.
you can do
2-1.
that. You can do that with
This-
Madueke as well, no?
Yeah, but this game, I'm not saying this game is going to be comfortable. This game could go like 75%. This game is going to be fine margins, and I will take any chance I can get. And if I can get a goal out of Martinelli by making him an impact sub, I would do that to win me a game.
I don't mind that. This is why I definitely start Trossard if he's available. But that's what I'm saying. Like, push comes to shove, if I really want to focus on that and think about impact off the bench, which is what Martinelli has given us this season, then I'll definitely move Eze to the left, because I think Odegaard, again, I don't know if he's that fit. He's obviously come back and played only a few minutes against Bayern. But if he is that fit, I don't mind starting him. Last season, I remember it was the same exact scenario. He was injured for 2 months, came back, played 10, 15 minutes, not even 10 minutes, played few minutes against Inter Milan. And then the next game started against Chelsea and he got an assist to Martinelli at the bridge. And obviously we drew that game 1-1. So if he is fit enough, I would start him and move Eze to the left. And then we can do all of that, which is if it's not working out, Eze goes back in the 10. We restore our balance if that's the case. I don't even think it's a balance thing, because I think our best lineup when everyone is fit is going to see Eze on the left anyway. So Eze has to get used to the left at some point. And Martinelli then can come off the bench if needed. Madueke can come off of Saka if we want to add more pace, or if we want to, let's say, move Saka central or have him attack a bit more central and bring Madueke to the right. We have options, but Madueke on the left is a no option for me in any scenario, no matter what happens. Because you're essentially saying for the few minutes Madueke is going to be playing left wing, not few minutes, but for majority of the game, we are going to be in big trouble. I don't know why Sat text in the comments. I think he meant to text in the private chat. I'm not sure. But he put
no. She said I forgot the name of the other panelist. So I said,
I didn't read Soreda. Come on, Soreda. How could you forget Sami's name?
Shut your stinking ugly mouth and let me
Shut
run
up.
my street. Yeah.
As I said, elephants. Don't forget
But-
elephants.
But, okay, forget about the left wing for a second here. Let's move on to another position. If Gyokeres is back, would you start Gyokeres?
Yes.
Yeah,
I would 100%.
He would add a madness to
Yeah.
to their defense, because their defense is not really like.
Or would you start him from the bench as well?
But the thing is,
he would make their defenders panic. He would make them
their
panic.
defenders are not as organized as other defenders, bro. They're not as organized, so they're gonna panic when they see him, bro. If he's available, you start him.
I agree. I
Bro,
totally agree.
imagine Chalobah and Fofana like walking against each other, because this guy is just bombing forward and just disrupting them. And then Saka, he passes it to Saka, he cuts inside, you know what I'm saying, breaks Cucurella's legs, and then srah, you know what I'm saying, in the corner. Bro, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
I'm telling you, I can see us winning this game, but Arteta needs to play his cards very, very well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know this whole Madueke on the left thing is bad. I agree. Ashraf, trust me. If I had the choice, I would make
Okay,
Madueke
that's all. I think we're in agreement here.
Exclusive backup to Saka. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
these
that's what it
fine
should be.
margins, like bringing off Martinelli off the bench, could get us that one goal that can win us the game. You know what I'm saying? He needs to think about
which
this
I don't
very,
mind.
very well.
I don't mind.
You know what I'm
Yeah. As long as it doesn't involve Madueke on the left, I agree with that. But I think Gyokeres starting makes a lot of sense, because I think Gyokeres. Look, Moreno also can have an impact off the bench. That's the best part. Moreno works.
But he
as a
hasn't
starter,
trained
as a
for a while
striker.
now.
Yeah,
So
but
it
he's
might
not
be
been missing for like
match
months.
fit.
He's only been missing for like 3 weeks, so it's not a big deal. And if he trains tomorrow, then he'll be fine for the game. He has the pace, he has the physicality to trouble these guys. And the sad part, man, is that he got injured at such a wrong time, because when he got injured, he was absolutely killing it. He had an amazing game against Atletico, had an amazing game against Burnley, was not just with the goal he was scoring, everything he was doing on the pitch against Burnley was just mental.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he ended up getting that injury at halftime, unfortunately. So, yeah, I definitely would start him, and I'd just bring on Moreno off the bench second half if we really, and I think we will need to bring Moreno second half anyways, whether we're winning or losing. We will need someone to come in and do something different.
Listen,
So we go to the
let's
predictions.
get let's get straight to predictions. Now, obviously, Ash wants to laugh and get his get back. So
Get there.
why don't you show us the table so you can laugh and get your get back? Because I knew.
Well, let me ask Souls for his predictions.
I was already far ahead of what Ash was gonna do. So I told you what he's gonna do, and now he's gonna have his little laugh. Go ahead, brother. Put it out. So we can.
For starters, this guy thinks he's done something here because he hasn't done shit. Saad can never think more than one step ahead.
Yeah,
I
shut
said
up,
at the start of the stream
Shut up, man.
that I'm going. At the start of the stream, I made it clear I'm gonna mock him. So he hasn't done anything. He's just- as I said, elephants don't forget. So he remembered what I said at the start of the stream, and he's like, "Oh yeah, he's gonna say that." Yeah, well, no shit, Jose.
The
No
thing is,
shit,
I've got a
Jose.
bad memory.
Even camels, Ash.
I've got a bad
And
memory, to
camels
be
as
honest.
well. Camels also. Yeah. So let me show
You're
you guys. the
dusty like a camel.
embarrassment.
So
Let me show you guys them, bro. At least camels have amazing stamina. They can go a whole week without drinking water. They're more useful than elephants. They can carry people across the desert.
brother,
have amazing endurance.
elephants pull stuff down for animals and stuff like that, bro.
Bruh, elephants are used in Indian weddings to
That's
carry
probably
people.
only
and-
in Tarzan
and-
movie, Ash.
Yeah, exactly.
Sad.
Exactly. This guy thinks he's in the jungle.
Listen, I've seen David.
But yeah,
Attenborough.
guys, as
I
you
mean-
guys can see, this fraud. Wallahi, you know what? I keep forgetting. I should have brought that clip when this fraud was talking so much shit at the start of the season when I was dead last and he was second. He was, by the way, you know the funny thing is, he was never first. He was never ever first at any point of the season, and yet he ran his mouth, he ran his gums, as if this guy was like the Nostradamus of predictions, right? Right? Imagine how insulting it must be for Sammy to be ahead of you. No offense, Sammy. No offense. But
I cannot say none taken. What the fuck? What you mean a dickhead? What you mean?
This guy is cussing you and saying no offense. Like it's mind game.
to take a dig at Saad, I had to throw Sammy under the bus as well. But imagine Sammy, who was way behind Saad as well, is now 4 points clear of him. Right? This fraud is so bad. He predicts. I'm telling you, you know how bad he is. 2 weeks ago, we baited him into predicting which game was it? When we started like
Liverpool.
What was there?
versus-
Put it on. Let's see.
it was
Let's see
Liverpool
the-
Aston Villa. It was Liverpool Aston Villa. He's so
Can we
gullible.
see the prediction of last week?
It was not last week.
Okay.
It was the Liverpool one. I remember. It was.
It was
I'll
Liverpool
tell you.
okay.
versus Aston
Okay,
Villa,
okay.
bro, and I predicted 3-0 Aston Villa.
Exactly. Where is it? Liverpool.
And the thing is, yeah, if I just started predicting,
one.
if I had predicted that
This
for
one.
the next game week, I would have been right.
3-0.
If I
Exactly.
predicted that for
Guys.
the next game week, I'd have been right. By the way,
we literally, he was the last one to predict because we started with Sami, I remember, and we baited him into predicting an
We didn't
Aston
bait
Villa,
him,
and he's like,
we
"Oh, F it, 3-0. That's how
Yeah.
that's how
And
bad he is.
Remember, Ashraf, we said do it, Saad, do it, and then he suddenly did it.
that's All we had to do was say, "Saad, do it." He's like 3-0. That's it. That's it. That's how.
This is why.
Yeah, listen,
Chat,
anyway,
this is
enough
why
of
he
this
is
guy,
Mr.
bro.
Giddy.
Enough
This
of
is
this
why
guy.
he.
And enough of this guy. But anyway, listen.
You cannot pick me, mate. You cannot pick me, mate. I have power. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
This is so funny, man.
I'm the Grand Master. So let's just
Can you go a little bit up? I want to see last week.
If I just did it for the next
Yeah, yeah.
game week after that Aston Villa game,
Oh, I didn't even do
Oh,
this.
I got two. Okay, that's why.
was it the next game week? It was the next game week.
It was
If
the
I
next
did
game
that
week.
for
They
the
lost
next
3-0,
game
yeah.
week, I would have gotten it correct, bro. I would have
Bro,
gotten 3
my
points.
scores are always getting fucked because of one goal every time, bro. It's so sickening, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's
Anyway, let's go,
that's
man. Let me
funny,
rectify it
man.
this
That's
week, man.
funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go. City versus Leeds.
The thing is, these are
Ash.
not even in order, but I guess we'll do them that way. I'll arrange them later. Let me
Thank
just,
you, Ash. Thank you, Ash. Way better than
What happened?
camels.
I disagree, but anyways.
Of course you're
Cool.
gonna disagree.
Man City leads. I'm gonna go with 3-0 City.
So he just took my score. I was gonna go 3-0. See.
Yeah, of course. That's what the
Copy.
loser
But
would
I was
say.
Copying first
wallahi,
place,
I was
eh?
gonna go.
Yeah.
Oh,
The guy
last
top of the
place, copying
table.
first place.
Yeah, the guy at top of the table is taking it from the last place. Imagine that's what he's trying to infer. Even though he went after
3-1.
me.
Yeah.
3-1.
listen, you absolute pussy holes, yeah? I told you I was gonna go 3-0, bro. Yeah, so relax.
I have one as well in the.
Yeah,
Relax,
I have one as
bro,
well in the
guys.
living room.
Do you know
Wait,
what
but
I
I
mean?
have one because I have a 15 months old. Why do you have one?
I have one because this is my sister's. So
Oh, you're
so
in your
relax
mom's
your
place.
gums,
Yeah, I remember. You
Relax
said
your
that.
gums.
Yeah.
Relax your gums.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck down and calm down.
I was just like,
Yeah?
listen. There's it's okay for you to have one as well. There's nothing wrong, Sad.
Okay.
Yeah, shut up, man. That's
I
not- we're
will
not doing that.
go. I will go 3-1. 3-1.
3-1 as well. Cool.
Yes.
I'm trying to remove
Go ahead, Sad. Yalla, so nobody can steal your score now. Aston Villa Wolves.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Sorry. What did you say?
Go ahead, you bum.
Bro, you can see.
Aston Villa Wolves. You can see exactly.
Aston Villa.
You blind.
Aston Villa Wolves. Aston Villa Wolves. I'm gonna go 2-1 Aston Villa.
جوج واحد.
2-0.
جوج لواحد.
I will go 2-0. 2-0. I don't think Wolves will score.
This one, you don't think they'll score? They end up scoring. So I'm gonna say
T,
2-1.
you're copying me, so I don't catch up with you, or what?
This guy, bro. This guy. You know what I'm saying?
Look who's copying who now.
You know what? You're right. Actually, Sad can barely get a score right. So let me change this.
Absolute
Nah,
fool,
nah,
bro.
nah.
You absolute fool.
Change
Listen to me,
it.
bro.
Change it to
Listen
save
to me.
yourself.
Because-
Ashraf.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought about it. I was like, shit, Sad predicted the same score, so it probably is wrong. But it's okay. I'll go with 2-1. It's fine.
Okay,
man.
جوج واحد, huh?
Brentford, Burnley, 2-1 Brentford.
Really, Burnley shows some fight, bro.
Fucking I might. I want to say the same, but I do not want to say the same now, so I will go with you know
Marco,
what?
relax.
Pressure!
Please.
You know
Villa,
what?
Villa are no
1-1.
title challengers, bro.
1-1. This is going to be a Juan.
I'll say 3-0.
Oh, Latif.
I'm gonna go. One 0 Brentford.
1-0 to the Brentford.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it sounds shit, I know.
You just said to the Bumblebees.
Go ahead, T. Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, Man United.
Actually, no. Let's do Sunderland because that actually
Yeah,
comes
because
before.
Crystal Palace, Man United. I think that's gonna be a bloodbath.
Best team in the world.
I can't lie. That might be a bloodbath, bro.
Oh no, wait, that's Liverpool. I forgot.
Sadio Mane.
Sunderland and Bournemouth.
Best play in the world. I'll go with. You know what? I'm going to back Sunderland. Obviously, I'm going to say جوج واحد Sunderland. And this can cost me because Bournemouth, if they turn up, they turn up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'll say 2-0 Sunderland.
I'm gonna go 2-1, obviously, to Sunderland.
Are you copying me?
1-0.
Yes.
This guy.
Damn, none of us predicted a Bournemouth win. That's mad. Okay. Crystal Palace, Man United. Oh, I don't even know why it's here. It should be showing up a bit later.
Guys,
Wow,
what
it's
if
so
Villa
crap.
ends up being the actual title challenger? We're playing them in a few weeks.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah. Come
The
on,
thing is,
come
I don't think they have the consistency, bro. It's another thing,
Yeah.
man.
Villa
This
title
squad-
challengers. What are we doing, bro? Are
They
we
don't
actually
have the
doing this?
quality.
Who's saying that, bro? Who's saying that they're going to be title
It's
challengers?
Marco. But
Hey, Marco, chill, man, chill, Marco. Like, actually, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need to have
you say
bigger
Crystal Palace-
cojones, bro.
I think this is gonna be. I'm gonna go.
What? 2-2?
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
put
go-
2-2.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Palace.
Well, I was going to.
I'm telling you, I can
going-
see a madness happening here, bro. Palace are strong, bro.
1-1.
I think they're really organized.
Mm. You guys do know that United don't have Cunha and Sesko, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go.
Wait. Who? They don't have who?
Cunha and
Sesko, I
Sesko.
know.
Mateus
Cunha
Cunha
is-
and Sesko.
Is Cunha back? Because
Oh,
last time they
I
didn't have Cunha.
I don't know if he's back, but last game he didn't play.
I'll go 2-1.
Okay, I'll still say 2-2. It's
I'll
fine.
go 2-1. Crystal Palace, the best team in the world.
Okay, Spurs, Fulham.
Spurs.
Um,
Sad start.
Sad.
Spurs Fulham. I'm gonna go 1-0 Fulham.
1-0 Fulham. So that's the score to avoid. Okay.
Full haram.
2-1 Spurs.
That's the score to avoid, he says.
This guy's a piece of shit, bro.
This is going
Cunha
to
is
be
injured. Oh, okay.
this is going to be a snooze fest. Wahed.
Wesley, you can relax a little bit, bro. He's like, it takes a quick Google search to check. The Google search does not work in the training, right? It's not part of Amorim's stuff. They might say injured. It doesn't mean
Wesley,
definitely out.
why you listen? This guy is always trying to get onto me, bro. Like, I don't know why.
Actually, you know what, Wesley, if you're getting onto sad, I'm with you, bro. All good.
Yeah, shut the fuck
Go on, on.
Yeah,
Go on.
Wesley, bro. I don't know what I did to you. In the
I agree
past,
with you,
man,
Wesley.
bro. What did I do to you, Wesley? Why are you always trying to get onto me, bro? Do you want me to get this guy to fucking fuck you up, bro? I'll get him to find you, bro. He can hack. He can find addresses, bro. He'll dox you.
You know what? I'm actually changing my score here. I hope I don't regret it.
It's locked
I
in,
saw-
Ashraf.
Wow! Wow!
I saw-
Look at this guy. You crumble under the pressure. You crumble under the
See?
pressure. Bro, look at this
For
guy, bro.
starters,
Get out of here, man.
everyone has done that in the past. Secondly, I just saw Maguire is also injured. I'm like, hey, Maguire.
Harry Maguire. Oh, so Harry Maguire was the reason you changed your
Yeah,
score.
Harry
huh? Is
Maguire
that- is
was
that
the-
what it
was
is,
the-
Ashraf?
Because Harry
was
Maguire
one
scores goals from corners. So yeah,
So
I'm
it
like,
wasn't
hey,
it wasn't
maybe-
Cunha, it
No,
wasn't
no.
Sesko, it was Maguire.
God.
Okay.
No, Sesko. You really think Sesko is gonna change my mind?
God.
Do you
No,
know
but-
me, T?
Yeah, okay. I'm kidding. But I said 1-1 by the way for Full Haram and the
Oh, you
cock on
said
the
Full
ball.
Haram 1-1. Okay.
He didn't even hear that he was too busy. It was
I
just
actually
going
think
through his
Spurs
He was like,
bounce back.
brother.
To be fair,
Yeah, he
I'd
was
say
too busy
2-0.
saying, "Oh, Cunha is injured," and Maguire.
Yeah,
is
he's
injured.
too busy
Oh my
thinking.
God.
All right, what should I change it to? Because I'm gonna change it now.
First he
Yeah.
was like
Allah.
Malish, and then he said, "Nah, I'm not doing this."
He's actually too funny.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1 Everton. I'm going with.
Oh wait, this is Everton. I'm looking at. I thought it was Nottingham.
No, this is Everton.
What? No,
Newcastle.
Everton, Newcastle.
Then it's shit. Newcastle are not playing very well in the league.
They beat
1-1.
Man City.
Yeah, but at home they're good, but away they're
Yeah.
Away
not
from home,
that
they're
great.
shit. Yeah, I agree.
I think this will be 2-1 Everton.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, I'll say 1-0 Everton.
Yeah, that was my first prediction, but then
I'm
I was
gonna go-
like, nah, I think Newcastle will score. Woltemade will get one, I think.
Mm.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Newcastle.
And that's why he's last, guys. Anyways, T.
If it
Forest
comes
Brighton.
through, I'm gonna
Or,
dunk you. I'm gonna come to Dubai
ooh.
personally.
You
Habibi,
should.
come to Dubai.
No, I'm gonna come to Dubai straight for business. It's not a pleasure. It's not for pleasure. I'm coming for business, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna come in. Yeah, his missus is gonna
Pause.
answer the door, and I'm gonna have like the
Suitcase.
score on a no, not forget the suitcase. I'm not even bringing a suitcase. I'm gonna have the freaking score line of that game in the freaking on a massive piece of paper. His missus is gonna be like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm like, "Sorry, just can you get Ash for me, please?" And he's gonna come to the thing. He's gonna see me. And he can be like, "Oh, this guy, bro. Where you come from?" I'm
And
around.
then she's going to say, "Mataka Ingilizi." You know what I'm saying? He's talking English. I don't know what the whole sentence is, my bad. But what is it? Do you speak English in
If your
Arabic?
missus, can your missus speak
Because
Darija?
No, she cannot. She speaks English.
Oh, she speaks
Wow.
English.
Look at this guy,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah.
No,
Hasn't even taught the missus to speak Darija. You should be
no, but
ashamed.
you know the two Moroccan guys.
She actually speaks to my mom in a bit of Darija, to be fair.
Jeez, we got the
She'll tell
missus.
her she'll tell her Mamo kain matisha and Dinjan. I was like, oh my god, what is going on? My wife says my wife names all the vegetables and fruits in Moroccan, so it's just
Big up to
hilarious.
your missus, man.
I will
Yalla,
say
what we got now?
واحد جوج.
Wait, is it tea? Okay, yeah, that's tea.
Yeah, it's
1,
1-2 Brighton.
Oh, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. For this.
No, I think Forest gets something here. I'll actually
Yeah,
say
bro, I got a feeling
4-0.
What?
What?
Yeah.
No, you
Is
cannot
that
change it now.
mentally ill?
You
Is he
cannot change it
mentally
now. It's
like
stuck.
gone?
It's stuck. You cannot change
I'm not
it. You
changing
had
it.
your okay. You're not okay. خلاص.
I'm gonna go 2-1 Nottingham Forest. I don't know what.
Yes.
Bro, that's a
Bozo over
bold
here is
prediction. A very
doing. I don't know
bold
what Bozo
prediction,
over
bro.
here is doing. I don't know. He's got time.
Same for me,
The
2-1.
thing is, he's ahead now, so he thinks that he can just do this stuff. But people can catch up to him pretty quick. So not me, but about
Now the
people
big
that are
one.
higher.
Thank
Not
you.
me.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for saying that. Not you, exactly.
Not me.
Yeah.
I'm saying
safe
people that
from
are
you.
closer to you in it can catch up, bro. This guy thinks he's safe. Man's taking gambles.
Bro, you are in a relegation battle. You don't need to speak.
Listen, broski, I'm out here in the red, broski. You know what I mean? I'm Sheffield from last season, broski. I'm just like, it's just vibes now. It's just vibes, bro.
Vibes FC, yeah.
Go Ash.
I
The
was
big
in a
one.
relegation battle, but now I'm just, you know what I mean?
Now you accepted your fate. You're like, خلاص.
Yeah, bro. I'm a few game weeks away from being confirmed down, bro. That's it.
Chelsea
We leave that game to
Arsenal
the
is
end.
a
Leave
big
that game
one.
to the end, bro. Leave the game to the end. Leave the big game.
Okay, fine. So let's
Yeah,
do West
do
Ham
West
Liverpool.
Ham.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm definitely not predicting Liverpool. When I'm sorry, I'm not even predicting a draw.
I'll predict a
think
draw
West
here.
Ham-
I'll predict a draw. Maybe I'll be the first.
I was gonna say something crazy like 3-0 West Ham, but like there's no way Liverpool concede another set of 3 goals in one game. There's no way. So I'm gonna say, yeah, 3-2 does sound like a good one, Marco. 3-2 also sounds good. The thing is, West Ham's defense is bad, no?
Nah, he's starting to get consistency with them, man.
Bro, last game they conceded 2. The game before that they conceded 2. The game before that they conceded 1. You know what? Marco, I'll go with your prediction. I'm gonna say 3-2, which is exactly what happened between them and Burnley. Liverpool are currently like Burnley anyway, so I'll say 3-2.
I'm gonna go.
Actually, no, I won't even give them that respect. I'll say 3-1.
I'm gonna go 2-1 to West Ham.
2-2.
T.
Bro, why is Wesley trying to draw us out?
2-1 West Ham.
T, why is he trying to draw us out, bro? Why is Wesley trying to draw us out, bro?
Bro,
Sad and
Wesley,
TK,
you
when are
need
you
to
done
chill.
taking the passport photos?
First of
lad?
all, leave my wall alone, bro. This is prison wall. This is what I call it, bro.
Yeah.
This is Hassan pre the level up days, bro. Yeah, we all start from somewhere, bro. Do you know what I mean? I might have just taken it back. Do you know what I mean? Actually, it's an improvement for what I had before, bro. According to some people. Do you know what I mean? I had the toilet paper and all sorts, bro.
Yeah. Honestly, Ash, you might be right. Because every single one predicted Liverpool to drop points, I feel now somehow it'll go against us and they end up. Actually, to be honest, they're so shit. I still cannot see that. I'm not joking. I
You know
still
what?
think they might struggle.
I can't lie. I'm in relegation now. I might as well just take the risk. I might as well, bro. Change it to 2-1 win to Liverpool, bro. I might as well just take the risk, bro. I need all the points I can
It's
get.
crazy. It's crazy how predicting a win for Liverpool against West Ham is a risk.
It's a risk.
risk,
Yeah.
It is nowadays,
Jenny-
bro.
At this point,
Je-
man.
In
Jen-
this day and
Jenny-
age, bro.
Bro, Jenny's here, who's a Liverpool fan, ardent Liverpool supporter, and even she's saying we will lose. Like, imagine that is, honestly, Jenny, I'm not gonna lie. We've been there before. I've been there before a couple of years ago, and we were losing a lot of games when we finished 8th in 2021. I know how it feels. It's so depressing going into games thinking I'm probably gonna lose. Bruh,
Brother, I
that is
don't
so
listen,
depressing.
listen, at least they got to witness what it felt like to win a league title, man.
That's
Listen,
true. That's true.
Just
Inshallah,
sit-
we
just
will
sit
this
in the back,
season.
please.
Inshallah, we
and
will this season.
accept
Inshallah.
it, man. This is what's
Yeah,
happening.
but did you also know that Jenny is backing Chelsea against us? Did you know that?
Exactly.
Because you're a
Fraud.
fraud, Jenny. You deserve this, Jenny. I wish your team loses every weekend. Yeah,
I know
Yeah,
it
Jenny,
changed.
I wish you lose 6-0 this weekend, inshallah, to West Ham. If that's what you really want.
You're supposed
Jenny,
to be
if you're
backing
out of
us
the
to win.
title race, if you are out of the title race, why would you care if Chelsea beat us? Like you should want us to win. You should want Arsenal to win the league. We are nice fans. Forget the actually big up Igal and Souls and all. But I know some of them are deluded out there. We are humble. The four of us here
Souls
are
isn't
humble.
even here, bro.
No,
Souls
so-
isn't
Souls is not
so-
even here.
Souls-
Exactly.
Listen,
Souls is not even here.
Souls getting on Hossam's channel has set us back 50 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm
yeah,
saying.
bro.
Has
It
set us
has.
back.
It has. Honestly, it's given the Arsenal fans' reputation like a big, an even bigger hit, to be fair. But yeah. Cool. Guys,
Anyway.
the big one.
All right, the big one, man.
Okay,
What you saying, man?
I'm gonna put my nuts on the table. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to say 2-1 Arsenal, Martinelli winner. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I thought you were going to say 3-0, bro. I was ready and stuff.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
me
bro.
too. 2-1 Arsenal.
What do you mean,
3-0
bro? I
is
still
mine, yeah.
want to win. I want to beat you. You know what I'm saying?
2-1 Arsenal for me as well.
Fairs. I'm gonna. I'm definitely not predicting us to lose. I'm definitely not predicting us to lose. I do think a draw is more likely, and I know Souls. Souls is gonna predict a draw for sure, because he's gonna predict a draw, and he's the closest threat right now. I think it does make sense to predict a draw.
Bro, why would you
I'm
do
gonna
that?
say 1-1.
Just say, go with what you think, not with what Souls would go with.
But wait. Wallahi, what I actually think is 1-1. Uqsam billah.
Okay, then
The reason
then fine.
The reason I wanted to predict it, because for me, in the most likely cases are draw, and then just behind that is Arsenal win, and then behind that is a Chelsea win. I think Chelsea win is the least likely one. I wanted to predict Arsenal win just to try and manifest it, but screw it. I'll go with what I
No,
actually see
if I wanted to manifest something, I would have said 3-1. Sad notes, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
it's
Oh.
going to be 2-1.
I remember from 2 seasons ago. I remember.
Yeah.
Listen, lads, I'm putting my nuts on the table, bro. 2-0.
You've already done that a million times.
a 2-0 win, bro. We ain't conceding.
Sad is ballless right now because he's put it on the line so much that it's gone by now.
Sad. It's dark, bro. It's dark.
I listen, man. 2-0, bro.
Was
2-0.
Absolute
Listen,
know,
mind
the way
games.
you're playing with that pussy, bro, is just you need to relax.
Hey,
a little
yo.
bit.
Hey, yo.
Put it away, bro. What are you-
Bro, why do you say it like that, bro?
Oh
Why did
my
you say it
god,
like
just,
that, bro?
just
Bro, why did you
chill,
say it like
bro.
that? Like, there was a
Put it
vim behind
away,
that as
bro.
well.
This guy is
Some
sitting there
people,
with a
you know,
pussycat
Ash.
ball
Some
playing that
people,
way.
Ash. Some people actually, listen to these kind of
Yeah, imagine
panel
imagine if
shows
Sa-
without looking, so
imagine if-
just saying,
Bro, who the hell is you're playing with that pussy, bro? Whoa, whoa,
bro,
whoa.
imagine
I'm
if
sure
the Koora
whoever's listening is gonna just hold the
Bro,
phone like,
listen,
whoa, I didn't see
imagine-
that, bro. What's going on,
Bro,
bro?
imagine if the
Bro.
Koora pot was on Spotify or something. We would have been finished. We would have been finished.
Yeah, we would have been finished there.
We
Bro.
would have been finished.
We actually would have been finished. But listen, I'm gonna go. I am putting the reason why I say I'm putting my balls on the table is because I'm saying that we're not going to concede a goal.
Guys, by the way, just to clarify, because Wesley's
He
saying
said 2-0, by the way, Ash. He said
Yeah,
2-0.
you put it down.
I
Oh, yeah,
already put it.
No,
I already put it.
Oh,
Guys,
sorry, I was looking at that one.
Saad was playing with a pussycat doll. That's it. So I made that joke. Just in case. He's like, I damn near veered off the road.
You wanted to look. You wanted to look.
I got
just against
Wesley stopped on the highway. He's like, where is that pussy? Let me see.
What pussy is he talking about?
What the fuck, yo?
By the way,
Uh,
the fact that Wesley is saying he damn near veered off the road, this guy's been typing this whole stream. This guy's been
While
typing this
driving.
whole stream, brother. Focus on
maybe,
the road,
maybe he's
bro.
typing on the traffic light, bro. What you mean, man?
Yeah,
brother,
maybe.
Focus on the
maybe.
road. Doesn't matter if you're at a traffic light, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, you're
Nah,
not.
be
Yeah,
safe.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
safe.
yeah,
Wesley,
yeah,
honestly,
yeah,
we know a lot
yeah,
of people who have accidents.
Drive safe, bro. Drive safe. Don't think about pussies, bro.
But listen, do you know what would be funny? Do you know what would be funny? If Ash said 1-1 because of Souls, yeah, and then Souls goes and predicts like an Arsenal win.
That's the thing, man. Honestly, if Souls was to predict an Arsenal win, if he was here and he predicted an Arsenal win,
No,
I would have probably
but
the win as well.
Souls is all bark, no bites. He's one of them. You know what I'm saying? He has all of this energy, all of this the cojones, but when it comes to actually predicting stuff, he has us third. You know what I'm saying?
Brother, it
You
doesn't
cannot
make
trust him,
sense.
bro. You cannot
That's
trust
mad.
him.
But even when he was,
By the way,
he was
I've
saying
noticed.
this and that,
I've
bro.
noticed one thing about Souls as well. Most of his predictions, if you look at some of the big teams, he never predicts the big teams to have a shocker ever, no matter what happens. So if you look at his Liverpool results, he predicted a 3-1 win here for Liverpool,
Look at this.
right? Also, Hassam stream also will win 3. Bro, I think I was watching a bit of that. He was saying it just to have chest because he was being pressed and all that stuff. I don't think that's what he actually means.
I'm telling you, if he
Um,
came on here, he wouldn't say that, bro.
Bro,
He
I'm
would
telling
not
you,
say that. I promise you.
He
has
said
admitted
back
that he
last
goes-
year.
If he said
He
that
has
against us,
admit-
we'd ask him to start giving us reasons, and then he'd start crumbling. He'd be like, oh, you
Bro,
know
he's
what?
admitted on stream, on Hassam's stream itself, that what he says on the Koora pod is what he actually thinks because he doesn't want to go in a rival show and have people like slander Arsenal and stuff like that. So he tries to show fake chest there. That's how Souls is the fraud.
Damn, you just
All right,
leaked,
so-
you just
so listen-
leaked the script, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just
Yeah,
leaked the
exactly.
script.
Exactly.
did.
That's
I
how
mean,
you know. Hey, I am myself every stream I go.
Hey, listen, this was the prediction
This is what it
show.
is.
Big up to everybody. Sorry.
He said if Arsenal lose, he will buy 5 Chelsea shirts and then wear a Chelsea shirt on Thursday. Yeah, there's no way he'll do that, bro. I know
Nah,
this
this
guy.
guy's an idiot.
Bro, there's no way he'll do that, man. This guy is cheap, this stingy as hell.
You guys won't see
He-
him. I'm
I
telling
should
you.
buy
Those would
a
disappear
camera
for a
and
couple of
mic.
weeks, bro, and later on.
Maybe.
You know, some people sometimes run out of money towards the end of the month and start eating like low budget. This guy eats low budget from the day he gets a salary. That's like how
crazy.
that's how
I
stingy he
swear.
is.
He's
Bro,
eating
so
ice
Ash is-
with water. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Ash
He
is
makes
deep,
the
yeah,
big
deep.
bucks and he'll go and eat ramen noodles like on the first day, like the $2 noodles and stuff, bruh. like,
2 dirham, wallahi. I was gonna say 2 dirham.
I was gonna say 2 dirhams and I realized nobody will know. Nobody
Two
will know
dirham
what
can
that
get,
is.
hey, 2 dirham can get you a spoopy, man.
Yeah.
What is
By the
that?
way,
Why is that?
I meant UAE. I meant UAE dirhams, not Moroccan. dirhams.
Yeah, I know. 2 UAE dirhams, bro. Anyway, listen. Appreciate everybody who has stopped by. Appreciate everybody who has stuck with us. 23 people still watching us. 2 hours and a half in.
Big up, guys.
Listen,
At least we
smash
got
the
to
like
see what
button.
Saad was playing with.
Yeah, that's mind games. But listen, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna see you on the next episode, and yeah, come on the Arsenal. Let's hope we get that win. Big up, people. Peace.
Peace.